everybody.
Point is, turkeys don't have balls.
That is the intro to our stream today. Point is, turkeys don't have balls. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ball Forecast.
My kitty.
Our podcast where we just talk about which animals have testicles and which do not.
I'm just picturing like a weather forecast style thing,
Just
but someone standing in front of, but just like standing in front of a picture of an animal and just like pointing a pointer at it, just like, see,
A laser pointer.
no testicles.
No testicles.
It's a giant picture of a turkey.
Man, if that was a video series, I'd watch it. Anyways,
Slow.
Let's get it started on
YouTube.
a D&D,
And no testicles.
D&D campaign where no testicles. Speaking of not having testicles,
This is why you
welcome.
gotta get into the beginning of the stream.
Welcome back to Beneath the Tide. We are currently about to do our 30th episode of Beneath the Tide. 30 weeks, give or take ones where we didn't play this wild campaign.
That's over half a year.
It is over half a year, which is crazy.
You guys are so dedicated. I love you.
Oh.
And speaking of things that are long and dedicated, you may have seen on our Discord, we currently have signups for a game that is going to be done on the channel. The ideal date is Sundays at 9 p.m. That could change, depending. I'm going to ask the cast that I get for that game what day would work best for them. What hours, what minutes, what seconds. And that game will be Descent into Avernus. We'll be playing through the new book that D&D Wizards of the Coast just released, which starts in Baldur's Gate, the wonderful city of Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's, and ends up in Avernus, the first layer of the Nine Hells. Ooh. And I've been reading through the book. It's fucking cool. So, and it's like a perfect adventure book for evil characters. So if you want to run an evil campaign, Descent into Avernus might be your cup of tea. So, if you want to join, check out our Discord. There's an announcement link where you can just click it, fill out a form, and if you're accepted, I'll reach out. And if not, hang out on our Discord, because there's always going to be another chance for you to play some D&D with everybody. Speaking of other things that are exciting, we have a very important thing on our Discord I would like everybody to read. If you're a cast member, read and sign. Just so I know you have read it and understood what we're trying to do here in terms of safety and inclusivity. Make everybody comfortable. I almost said uncomfortable. To make everybody comfortable.
Opposite of what we want.
Now, I know some people who are part of the cast of the games can't be there 15 minutes early. Like it says in the notes, that is 100% fine as long as you talk to me about it before. I get it. Life. Life is a thing we all have. And things we do. And this is what happens when I don't have notes written down. I ramble. So check it out. It's on our Discord. You can just click it. Write your name on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Exactly. But check it out. It's really important. I'm trying to make. We got a lot of people joining the Discord lately, the last 2 days, and a decent amount of people joining, which is awesome. Which is why I want to reiterate. Hello, everybody. This is why I want to reiterate this whole thing, is because inevitably, I think if we do this long enough, it's going to get bigger and more popular. And I noticed we had a good sub growth on YouTube because of a certain person's videos on there. I'm pointing at Sam. Yeah, we went up from like 30 subscribers on YouTube because of demystifying DMing. I'm noticing like a trend there, so that's pretty cool. But just want everyone to feel comfortable while they're playing with us. Want everyone to be nice, not buttholes, while you're playing and talking with everybody in the channel. Because everyone in the channel basically is pretty freaking sweet and nice.
That's true.
And I'm glad I found so many wonderful people to play D&D with. Not that wrestler, though. That guy's a fucking heel.
He is. It's his character, but...
Yeah. Awful. But yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just check it out, sign it. There's a thing in there called the red card system. I'll gloss over that as briefly as I can because you can see it all there anyway. Basically, it's just going to be a system where you tell the DM of the game that, hey, privately, you can do it privately over a message on Zoom, which is what we use to chat. You tell the DM, hey, I'm not uncomfortable exploring this where the scene is going, and the DM will take that into account. They fucking better take it into account. And
Otherwise, I won't be DMing much longer.
yeah, basically, you won't be DMing at all, probably. And the scene will shift automatically. Obviously, sometimes notifications can be missed in Zoom. It is hard to notice them. But the scene will shift as best as possible, and it will be done anonymously. The DM will not out you. If they do out you for it, let somebody know. I mean, people will probably know because we watch the stream. I'll be watching the streams too, so yeah. They'll also be not doing any more games. They'll be at the bottom of the ocean.
Wow.
I'm not actually killing anybody.
Okay.
So yeah, check it out, please.
Metaphorically.
Honestly.
Sleeping with the fishes.
And speaking of sleeping with the fishes,
Brand new pair of concrete shoes.
please check that out. Sam, if you'd like to talk about what your two little infants on this channel.
Infants. One of them is in a respirator. That one's demystifying DMing. We're working on it. My other one, I'm prioritizing my other child to get it back up and running again. They're both on life support. Very sad. I'm going to start up a GoFundMe. No, that's bad.
God.
He's the one that made the infant metaphor. I just carried it through.
No,
Anyway.
those are some great edgy jokes, man. They nailed it.
Sophie's made her choice, okay?
What? Oh,
Sophie made her
God.
choice.
Anyway, now that you said edgy, now I feel bad. Okay. Demystifying DMing. Hanging in there, working on it, super busy. Focusing on my other thing that I do, which is getting Soldiers of the Lich Queen back up. This week, I can actually have news on this one. This weekend, we will be doing the new player introduction session where they get to play with each other and me and get their characters introduced and get to get them up to speed on what's happening when we get started. And then the Sunday after this one, so that would be not the 22nd, but the 29th of September.
Oh, thank God I was right.
29th of September, we are back. Soldiers of the Lich Queen will be returning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Be there. Things are going to get fun. Remember,
it's going to be wunderbar.
There we go. There he is. I missed him. And if you're wondering where we left it off, go watch our last episode and see people cry on camera.
So good.
Yeah, so that's where things are at. So once that gets back up and running more, and I get a bit more time, demystifying DMing will return. Yeah. Excellent.
And speaking of returning, it's time to start tonight's episode of Beneath the Tide. Man, infernal segues. So, last time on Beneath the Tide,
To record a theme song.
we haven't talked about that yet at all. Speaking of that, though, last time you guys finished up the party on Sylgur at Graal Mirage and realized Kalios Windmere, the Rakshasa that you had seen decapitate Grom, hadn't actually happened, and Eclipse had accidentally shot Grom in the shoulder. It was very much alive.
Whoops.
Eventually, things winded down, and you guys were like, well, let's just go eat a lot of fucking ice cream and get drunk, which is what happened. All the while discussing plans on what to do next, but not before indulging in a little bit of a thing called piracy, which is what this whole campaign was based around. And we got our
Finally did it, guys.
we got our first taste of it 29 weeks in.
It was hard. It was hard.
And you guys heard about the Luminous Thigh, a brothel ship that was docked in the merchant town of Merchant on the continent of Sylgur, where Ogden is from, this desert-like continent which is slowly growing back from the midst of the semi-apocalypse drought that had been going on for thousands of years with Amin doing his thing. So, incredibly drunk, having rested up at your tavern. Not your tavern, but in your wonderful room that you paid a lot of money to spend the night in. You rested up, you headed out, but not before stopping at the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts and waking up one Biff Tamlin.
He wasn't pleased.
Who took your copy of the map, and that was that. You eventually made your way to the gates of the city, aboard your camels, your two-headed, weird-looking camels, and made your way to the gates and made your way towards the small little town of Merchant. Went back to your ship, the Void Maw, to find it. Still fine. The crew, still fine. With a new crew member arriving in Kelwyn, the Dampier Berserker Barbarian who uses chains for weapons. He arrived and basically said, I want my... Again, reiterated that he wants his payment to be blood that he can consume. Doesn't care about monetary gain, he just wants blood to consume without judgment. So he joined the crew. Without any questions asked, basically, which was great. And you eventually all decided to start plotting your attack. Your first ever piracy act against the Luminous Thigh brothel ship. Ogden and Eclipse stayed behind on the Void Maw with the crew. Well, Noose and Ash went aboard the Luminous Thigh, and using the distraction of all the nude people walking around, showing off their sins of the flesh,
Bean.
Noose planted a magic bean and spit on it, I think? You spit on it, right? Or you pee on it. Spit on it.
Yeah.
And the party
you gotta
decided
spit on it first.
to go up and immediately head towards the owner of the ship's room, Rainstorm, the Water de Jassy pimp, who told them, you're in the wrong area, please go away. And as he passed them after Noose's magical being erupted, and pink toads started hopping around, which, upon being touched, morphed into many creatures. You didn't see all of them, what they have turned into. One had turned into a giant spider, wolves were ripping people apart, and as Rainstorm descended down the steps to deal with this problem, Ash attacked him from behind, which resulted in a very, very interesting combat encounter that was near dangerous. After revealing that this guy has a lot of aura-based cold stuff going on, thanks to his magical trident called Cold Snap. Eventually, the fight and the chaos came to an end when, as a last-ditch effort, Rain, using Cold Snap, created a polar vortex, a tornado of snow and ice swirling up 60 feet high, which consumed Ogden and Eclipse, and was risking to kill the party. Ash jumped into the vortex, used his immovable rod, and salmon laddered up, and got the killing blow on Rain, who fell as Ash's trident, Stormcaller, was embedded in the chest of Rain. He fell onto the boat, his own boat. His back broke, and he fell into the water. And the party regained their composure immediately back on the Void Maw as the Sylgarian guards started approaching on Camelback. Ash picking up the body of Rainstorm along with his trident Cold Snap. Now Ash has 2 magical tridents in his possession. And Noose looting Rainstorm's room of all the goodies inside of it, including a spell book. The party made their way onto the Void Maw and sailed away. And that's what we're going to pick up the session with you guys immediately sailing away. The body of Rainstorm on the deck of your ship, just dead, bent at an awkward angle because his back is just broken.
He's on our ship?
Ash dragged his body onto your ship, I think.
Okay.
If I
I want
remember
to make sure we
correctly.
looted him.
Yeah.
Noose is repeatedly kicking him in his bent part.
It's just like making wet, sloppy sounds.
Yep. He's just gonna keep doing that.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go over to the 3 kids.
Oh, yes, because there are 3 kids. I totally forgot that Eclipse had saved a bunch of kids that were in the lower portions of the ship, because you guys found out that Rain was kidnapping children and not really knowing 100% what he was doing with them food-wise.
Yeah.
We saw that he had dissected one of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Some people, I don't know if you guys saw it in his quarters.
I definitely did not see it.
I saw it.
Noose and I believe
Ash
saw it, but I don't think Ogden got again.
No. Sorry,
Okay.
Not trying to talk
No, it's cool.
too outside my.
We're good. Good reminder.
So I'm just gonna go over to them and be like, welcome to the crew of the Void Maw. What are your names? Mine's Eclipse. I'm the first mate.
I'm Peter, this is Ted, and that's Wilf.
Peter, Ted, and Wilf. Is that short for anything? Wilflum or
Wilftholomew.
Wiltholomew? Got it.
I really like this music.
Peter
Shout out to CD Projekt Red for giving me permission to use the Witcher 3 soundtracks.
and
If you want to know the name of this track,
Wolf.
it's called When No Man Has Gone Before. And it's part of my Witcher 3 sailing playlist.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, Peter, Ted, and Wilf, welcome to our crew. Can I just ask you a couple of questions regarding your experience on your prior ship?
We don't have any, we were kidnapped.
Alright, I'm also kind of blocking their view of the body as I escort them downstairs.
Okay, yeah, you can escort them downstairs. You have 3 children that are 4, 6, and 8. Human children.
And you hear a
Yes.
Noose is just kicking this body in the bent part.
Yeah, I'm just
the sound.
getting them downstairs.
Alright.
Alright. Do you know what the captain was? Were there more of you when you first came to the ship?
Yeah, he took us to what he called the meat room.
Okay.
And the people that got taken there would go missing, and then they'd dump bones in the water. We don't know what that means though.
I'm sure it's they had a lovely meal and then let them go. Sure, that's exactly what happened to those children. Nothing else at all.
They were a lovely meal? Or they had?
Oh,
that's
a
right.
Lovely meal. Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're probably
Yes,
just sleeping somewhere now, right?
Yes, probably. Somewhere very nice.
Okay. That makes sense. Do you have any toys?
I have.
Can I play with your gun?
No, you may not.
Okay.
But you can play with these ball bearings.
Wow.
Maybe you could play a game of marbles. Oh, you guys can play with this string. And I have a candle. You guys could play with.
We had more fun toys at the orphanage.
And you can also borrow these tools, and I hand over my pack of thieves' tools. Like, but please don't lose them. Or
These are
break
cool,
them.
And they run off.
Oh, I'm never getting those back, aren't I?
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Ogden Boon, what are you doing on the ship? We'll say this is like part of the first kind of day. What's happening right now? So, Ogden Boon, what are you doing, buddy?
I want to go and talk to Eclipse.
Okay.
I'm just like walking back upstairs, really sad, looking a little sad.
Hey, hi, Eclipse.
Yes, Ogden. Can I help you?
I wondered if I could speak with you for just a moment. Also, did the kids, are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine. They're playing with my thieves' tools.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that?
I can get a new set when we make port next.
You know what? Maybe I can make them something and do a trade for you and get those back.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
I also wanted to apologize for losing my cool back there when I insinuated that Durzo was less important than my mom. I'm sorry. That wasn't cool.
It's all right, actually. I was thinking about asking you something along similar lines.
Yeah. What's happening?
What was it like having a family growing up?
Well, gosh.
I mean, it just might help me understand your plight a little bit more. I mean, I didn't have mine growing up most of my childhood. It was mostly Des and Roman. But they didn't really raise me so much as train me.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a joy that someone took interest in you. That's amazing.
Yes, but Roman was under, mind control the entire time, and he wasn't a great parent. And Deza was really just a teacher more than a father, but he was the closest thing I had. So.
Wow. Gee, I thought I had father issues. I'm sorry.
I'm also gonna unsheath the sword and throw it across the deck, so he's not listening.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, just like very abruptly and like toss it.
Just
yeah.
Is he gonna feel that?
Whoa! It hits Grump in the back of the head. He's just like digging through stuff. And he's now Grump is just unconscious on the deck.
I don't think so.
All right, we'll deal with Grump later.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I feel so like a heel, because I was gonna say that growing up in the situation I had was tough, but it sounds like you had. Wow, I'm so sorry.
No, it's nothing really.
That's rough. I mean, yeah.
So, what was your childhood like? On a lighter note.
I'll tell you. It's essentially I grew up in 2 homes. Essentially, when I was young, my sister, who's a little older than I am, Neola, she was first born, and I came along second. She very much in the way that I take after my mother, she takes after my father. She's a lot more martial than I am. A lot more the one to be proud of. I was more studious, where she was more martial, and frankly, I was never going to please old Pop, no matter how much I tried. So I stopped. And when I was very young, my parents split up, and essentially I stayed with my mom, and Neola went with my dad. And that's how it went. He was very strict, and he was always worried about his image. His image. His all important. He was. I always forget his title because I didn't care, but he was a demi mayor, maybe something like an alderman. I have trouble describing.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way you describe him is kind of how I felt about Roman as I was growing up.
Yeah.
Impossible to please, but
yeah,
I don't think I ever really stopped trying to please him.
Yeah, no, I literally every time I feel like I've gained power, it's like not enough. Like there's no scrap of knowledge I could share and have him be proud enough of me. Like there's nothing I could learn or discover. I think if he came across my name in a history book and I knew that, and then he said, "Hey, I'm proud of you," that'd be the end. I could die happy, but that won't ever happen. We can't live like that. But I mean, that's always going to be there. But yeah, that's
Team Shitty Dads.
I wanted to say I'm sorry, and of course I want to help you with Durza, and I want to help you. I've got to talk to Noose and get more information about my mom, but if we've got time,
Thank you, Ogden.
I want to help you out, Eclipse.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But I'll help you out first. I'm gonna go work on some toys for those kids. Get your tools back.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. So Ogden.
Yeah.
As you make your way back to your chambers to focus on like building toys and preparing for going after these kids and whatever.
Yeah.
While you're sitting in your room, every room on the ship that you guys have, since you're all like main crew members of the ship, each have a porthole. Like one of those circular windows you can just open and look out. Ash is a little more extravagant. He has like the whole like back part of the ship with the big windows, like think like Captain Barbossa's ship in Parts of the Caribbean on the Black Pearl.
Off.
Yeah.
Full of green apples.
Full of green apples. And Ogden, you hear a tapping on the glass, and you see a familiar sight.
Icarus?
No. A pink pelican that belongs to Biff Tamlin.
Oh. Hey, Squall.
And it phases through the window.
Oh, well, I won't open that.
And lands on your table and just goes, "Alright then, you prick. I got your stuff. Sorry it took so long. Biff was grumpy, he was sleepy. You know how he gets." And the pelican just goes, and pukes up this scroll and something that's framed that you can feel it. It's framed, and it's wrapped up. There's a scroll and then a wrapped up kind of, two wrapped up actually objects.
Well, do you want to watch me open them, or?
Fucking right.
All right, okay. Give us a claw. I'm just. All right, no, yeah. The scroll first.
All right. It says, apologies for the attitude. I was very sleepy and you guys barged into my home, technically.
Yeah.
But all that aside, this is a wonderful thing you have gotten me. A map to a place that doesn't exist? How often do you get those? Attached are some gifts I think you might appreciate. Signed, Biff Tamlin, Archaeologist Extraordinaire.
Hey, can I scroll on the back of this, do you think, Squall? We'll just...
Oh, I think that's okay, Governor. Cheerio. Pip pip.
Listen up, you old so-and-so. When I get back to town, first round's on me. Let's get on a dig together sometime soon. Hugs and kissing. Hugs and kisses. Lols. Ogden Boon. Man of leisure, seeker of treasure.
All right.
Put that back. I'm up. You going back in the mouth? Here.
Oh.
All right. Thanks. And then I just kid on Christmas.
The first one is an exact replica of the map of Amin's pyramid in a frame. But the map parchment is tinged like an ethereal green. The ink, like kisses of rose-colored gold. Yeah.
That. Well, I have to. I'll have to identify this. I'm excited. This is nice.
It's a map.
Yeah, but it's a map with some cool. It's cool looking. It's a real cool looking map. I'm gonna hang this up over here. And now to the other thing. Right, there was another thing?
Yes, there was. You open
Great.
that, and it's a book. Black cover.
A book? I love books.
It's matte black leather. There is no title.
Well, what does it have?
It smells like
Does
fresh
it have
book.
Smells like fresh book? Oh, I was worried it was a skin book. All right, I'm into it. Okay, I'm going to open up the cover then.
All right.
Ooh, that first open up that cracks the spine a little
so
bit.
good.
Ooh. Oh.
It is inscribed in the cover
Oh,
by one Biff Tamlin.
you old so-and-so.
And it says, "This might be better to track down your exploits and adventures than some dusty old shitty scrolls. The pages never run out."
Is this an infinity journal? I made up a name for a thing. What is this?
And it says, "You don't need ink or a quill. Just think the words and they appear on the page."
Ogden was so excited.
Ogden was so excited. And the ink is blood red.
Sweet.
He thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close that up.
Can you just like not undo that so every single one of Ogden Boon's thoughts is transcribed into this book for eternity?
Oh God! I immediately look for like a padlock or like something to close it up that only I know how to open.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Imagine if he had that during our conversation. All of the thoughts and feelings.
Insane.
I'm just thinking about when he goes to the bathroom next.
And then
then I'll be reading and writing at the same time.
Yeah. And then Squall just vanishes with a pop.
All right. Cool. All right.
A little bit of pelican poo on your desk.
Well, yeah. Hey, part and parcel. All right. Yeah. So I start. So how much of this day is left? Or like how much? I know the things I want to do.
Sure.
The rest of my day. Or
there's probably about. I'm gonna go to everybody else, but there's probably like 6 hours left.
Great. Can I tinker for 2 and transfer 4 to get back up?
Heck yeah.
I'm good.
Yep. As that's happening, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You got this dead guy on your ship.
Yeah.
Noose has been kicking him for a good amount of time.
I'll leave the dead guy for Noose. I'll let him keep the
Great.
dead guy because you can kick him until he's tired, and then when he gets tired, he can search him for loot. I'm gonna take this cold trident, which is a normal sized trident, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this comparatively small trident. Like my trident is something like 8
Yeah, it's a
feet
two-handed
long, and this
great
one's
trident. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's just like a one-handed one. So
Made of pure glacier ice.
Yeah, and I remember it has a cold effect, so if you touch it for too long, it like
Yes.
gives you frostbite. So I'm just sitting up at the very front of the ship, in front of the Morkoth masthead.
Yeah.
Sitting there on the ground with it laid out on the deck in front of me, attuning to it, basically just like the attuning process basically looks like I'm just holding my hands over it.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I just like reach down and touch it and go, ah, and just keep doing that to see when I can touch it comfortably. Like,
after about an hour and a half or so, you can put your hands on it, and it just feels like cold steel. Like when you first grip onto like a cold piece of metal, eventually it'll just warm up in your hands, but you are no longer getting frostbite. You are attuned to cold snap.
All right.
As well.
Cold snap and storm caller. And I can't dual wield tridents, unfortunately.
Nope.
Oh.
That'd be so cool, though. Just that'd be so cool.
Ash is going to be the avatar of tridents.
I suppose if they were both single-handed if they were normal tridents, I actually could.
Yes.
Because I think tridents are one-handed.
Yes.
I would need to take the dual-wielding feat, but man, that'd be cool.
It would be. You doing anything else for the rest of these 6 hours?
Let's see. Ashley's gonna just kind of walk around for a bit, and like now that we're on the sea and we've done a bit of piracy, he's gonna go around and just be responsible for a bit. Now that we're actually doing piracy, like I'm gonna walk around and check on the sails and everything, and the knots, make sure everything is working there. Double check the ship's wheel. Take a look at our provisions, our supplies, how we're doing there. Check our powder supply. I know we don't have any cannonballs, but see how we're doing on powder. Just kind of like do a once over of the ship, one to kind of familiarize himself with it so he knows it as well as possible, and then also just to see like if anything needs to be done.
All right. You still see Grump pass out on the deck from where the katana hit him in the back, from where the katana hit him in the back of the head.
Is the katana still there, or did Eclipse come and get that?
I would assume Eclipse went up and grabbed it eventually.
Yeah, but not at that moment because I think Ogden and I are still talking.
I take the hand. I flip cold snap or backwards, so I've just got the handle.
Yeah.
And I just like, because it's still cold for everybody else if they touch it, right?
Yeah.
I take it. I touch the handle just to the back of his neck.
Oh, to Grump?
Yeah. And then I just hide behind my back and walk away.
All right. Noose. What are you doing for these 6 hours before the day is done? You're kicking Rain for a bit.
Alright. Bastard. I'm gonna check the rest of his body.
All right. He's got a lot of rings on his hand, but that's not what catches your eye. It's the huge left hand made of pure onyx that catches your eye.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Noose is gonna chop that shit off and like get a better look at that.
You chop it off with one stroke. And it just lays there. And it was just a closed fist, but now it opens up. And now it's an open hand, but it's made of onyx. And it looks more like a glove. And a withered hand just falls out of it.
Ooh. I might need to bring this to Ogden. He puts it in his back pocket.
Does not fit in your back pocket.
Gosh darn it!
It's like a fist. It's like this big around.
Yeah, he kind of just goes, "Well, I guess I'm wearing this."
Okay.
And he wears it. He wears it while he scavenges the rest of this guy.
You get the idea that all of his riches were kept in that lockbox, so he has nothing on him but those rings, which are
excellent
faux jewelry.
Gather up. I've got a lot of witches to share with y'all.
Have we called this loot moot?
I
Ash?
figured we would do that before bed, but
yeah.
We'll say
this
is like the end of the day.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, everybody, gather around. Let's divvy up the loot.
The rest of the crew gather around too. Kelvin, Grump, Lom.
Boy.
And
yeah, we gotta pay our crew.
Kelvin does not, because he just wants blood. So you see him kind of like dragging Rain's body below deck.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh.
Just like I like to picture this is shot like it's all of us in the front, like all gathering around. There's like in the background corner of the screen, you can just see him just quietly dragging.
And it's nighttime, so his eyes are just like glowing yellow, and he's just like down below deck.
After my own heart. There you go, buddy. All right. Yeah.
And then 3 small children running to meet everyone up. The last one going like screaming out a little blood. It's like
the blood.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right. Noose. Give us the accounting. What do we have?
Oh my gosh. I got some great news for you guys. We got a hard 700 gold pieces. Straight up 700 gold pieces. Right? Then we got this. Oh, let me hold on, guys. He reaches into his bag of holding. And it's just this big sack, and it's a bag of opals. Look at this. All them opals shining brightly right back at you. That's 300 gold pieces right there. So that's 1,000 gold pieces. And that's only the 2 things that I found so far. Here. Ash, take it.
Take what?
Opals.
Oh, the bag of opals. All right.
There you go. All right. So, and then we got, you hear like a lot of clanking and shit. We got this. Look at this. It's a dining set. It's like all them. It's like 4 pairs of forks and spoons and knives and plates and goblets.
I think that would be best served in the kitchens.
Yeah,
maybe?
Do we have those? I think we've just kind of been eating off paper towels like animals.
Yeah.
we can keep eating off paper towels like animals, considering that this is worth 200 gold pieces and we could sell it.
But we can use it until we have, we get to landfall to sell it, right?
That's true. That's true.
I don't know about you guys. I've grown accustomed to eating my loose meat sandwiches over the sink like a rat.
This is all right. This is getting too real. This is getting way too real.
I'm used to it now. Just having to negotiate with the faucet. And just...
This ship is just a giant bachelor pad.
I mean, what pirate ship isn't?
Oh wait. So we got all these gold. Guys, 200 gold pieces for the one of them.
Okay.
All these cutlery.
All right.
All right. Eclipse, I'm looking at you right now.
Yes.
Look at
I'm
this.
looking back. All right.
And he pulls out of the bag of holding a gold rapier.
That's very pretty news.
It's very golden.
It is very, very gold. But as you can see, I open my coat to reveal my assortment of daggers and swords. I've already got a lot of stabby things. But you can have it if you'd like, or I can take that one and trade it.
Noose takes a moment to appraise it. How much is it worth?
Like 50 gold.
50 gold rapier.
I think that's less than a steel rapier is worth.
No, I don't think so.
I think a steel rapier is worth 100.
I think it's...
Let's pull out the player's handbook.
So no, buying equipment isn't expensive. So
either way,
some of them are just like surprisingly expensive. Maybe I may be thinking of hand crossbow. Either way,
it's a gold rapier. And Noose goes, "All right, I guess it's mine." He puts it back in his shoe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Standard rapier is 25 gold.
Okay, my mistake. I'm sorry.
Nailed it. All right. So I left a whole bunch of ship models. The guy, I guess he collected ships, but I left them. I left them behind because I couldn't fit them into my bag of holding.
You have a discerning eye, my friend.
I mean, I looked at them and they didn't look good.
Great.
So I was just like, that's a waste. Left them behind.
We trust you.
What I got instead, though, guys, check this out. And it's a vial of ash. I don't quite know what it is. It looks kind of interesting. It's a vial, so obviously it's something good, right?
A vial of who?
I don't know. Well, I said ash, but not you ash.
Just ashes.
I imagine it would be
ashes, ashes.
If it were you.
Noose, I don't want you speculating about my viscosity.
anyways, this is a family show.
African and European swallow.
So there's it smells a bit like sulfur, so I imagine it's volcanic. But that's just my certain appraisal. It might deserve more inspection, and he presents it to Ogden.
Yeah, you give me 10 minutes and some silence, and I'll crack that baby.
All right, good luck, buddy. And he pulls out. He goes, okay, I'm gonna reach inside this guy here. And he reaches inside the bag of holding and thinks about the map. He pulls out a map.
Oh, okay.
He pulls out the map and he presents it. and he doesn't know what it says.
The map says...
He presents it to Ogden Boon.
It says Roderstein Village.
Roderstein Village.
Continent of Esselvire. Lord of Shape's Den.
Oh, that's why that sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, I don't know in all my research if I've found this. You know, I've got a book that I can maybe cross-reference. I've got a book about Red Dove Island. I could see if there's any cross-reference.
That's a history check.
Hey, Noose.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
What you got there on your hand?
No, what are you talking about? Be more specific.
That hand right there.
It's a goblin hand.
Nope, the other one.
It's another goblin hand.
Then why is it look just like the hand of the guy that was smacking us around about a couple hours ago?
Oh, wait. You put it on your hand?
No, he put it on his shoulder.
Oh, I thought you said you put it on your hand. Okay.
No, you're wearing it.
He put it on his shoulder.
Yeah, you're really wearing it like a sash there, bud.
Yep. He's just carrying it on his shoulder.
Okay.
Do the kids possibly recognize that hand?
They're too busy playing with toys.
Great.
I gave
Awesome.
them toys. I wanted to barter with them and get those tools back for.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Eclipse. I got your thieves. So I think everything's there.
I think we can retcon that.
Thank you.
Cool.
So do we want to maybe find out if that hand does anything?
What, this guy right here?
Yeah, felt pretty magical when it was hitting me in the face.
I'll figure it out later. I think I have a meeting with Ogden, right? And he looks at Ogden.
I got to, my pretty wide open. So I'll pencil.
There's a whole lot of loot. So we gotta kind of walk through that first.
All right, let's get through the loot, and then you and I'll let you know my office hours.
Oh, what? And Newt's pulls it into the back holding, pulls out. Oh, no, he keeps pulling. Oh, jeez, it's a big damn tapestry of three cherubs eating plums.
Did Mordecai paint that?
Naked little baby angels with wings eating just plums.
I don't know if Mordecai made it, but I think we could sell it to Baxter for a pretty penny.
It does seem his style.
What?
Beautiful. I'm not an art man, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Right. Real quick, I realized we have not paid our crew recently.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all here supporting us.
Yeah,
great.
Three of them, I think.
Yeah, Grump, Gunner, and Lom.
All right.
Neutral whisper into Ash's ear. We have 700 gold pieces of liquid that we can distribute.
Well, so I actually looked. I was actually, I was for the past 6 hours as I was going around and doing a little bit of administrative work on the ship. I crunched some numbers, and by that I mean I looked up the hireling expenses in the player's handbook, and for a skilled hireling per day is 2 gold. So if we pay them for a month and we up that to 3 gold and then also round up 100 gold for each of them is like real good pay. That's like over half again as much as they should be paid for being a skilled hireling.
Yeah, that's enough to buy loyalty. So, Yeah,
exactly. Did you say loyalty or royalty?
With an L.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, 100.
My tongue's a little bit too big for my mouth.
Which is surprising because your mouth is huge.
It's very big.
It is. Like, you can fit a lot in there. Seen him just oh man, watching him eat. Horrifying. Anyway, all right, line up crew for payday.
Okay, thank you.
No, just 100 gold for you.
Oh,
100 gold
Mom,
for
you're
you.
the best.
100 gold for you, and that's the entire crew. All right, everybody else, away team. We split everything else.
I want to imagine the kids just line up, being like looking up at Ash, like, what do we get paid?
I'll give. How many kids are there? 3.
3.
I will give each of them 1 gold from my own money.
They run off and start playing with their coins.
Wow,
That's a lot.
that's generous.
Do you think we can
That
skip these? And one of them tries to throw their coin, skip it across the ocean water, and it just sinks.
That is less than 0.1% of my money.
You're right. You're right.
All right, so that was 3. That leaves 400 liquid. So 40, everybody, I just divvy up 80 gold from this for everybody else, so I don't have to hang on to it.
All right.
So everybody add 80 gold?
Yep.
Will do.
And then we no longer have that liquid, but then we also have all of the stuff, the opals and the dining set and everything that needs to be sold.
Oh, man.
And the painting, are we selling the painting? How much is the painting worth? Is it worth anything?
We'll have to ask. We'll have to ask Baxter, I believe, because I mean he's gonna be our buyer. I mean, let's be honest here. He's gonna be our buyer.
That's very likely, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just ask him, and he will probably give us a fair price because of this guy right here. The noose jiggles around the membership.
Careful, don't let the wind take that.
That's right. He holds on to that shit like a grasp, like a vice grip. He's got that on lock. He pays 1,000 gold for that shit. All right, so hold on, guys. We got a few more things. Hang in there with me. It's a lot.
Oh, I thought you were done. That's why I paid the. Oh well, whatever. It's not like they were getting any of the rest of this.
Yeah, they've wandered off and have gone like to do their own things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody. Yeah. I did the stuff with the crew at the first. Now we've got the juicy bits. Noose reaches in, pulls out a sack of halibut. It's I believe this is just fish meat. I can use it when I make some more food. And Noose just plops it on the deck, and it's just like, all right, next, right?
I'm gonna actually check to see if that's still good, and I'm gonna like sniff it.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
so
pretty darn fresh.
yeah, it's pretty fresh.
All right. I step away and slurp up a tail, having snuck one when I was in the bag. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Halibut's pretty big.
Halibut's a good damn fish.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like 6 feet wide almost.
Wide?
Yeah.
Almost as
They're
big
big.
Wide or long?
Yeah, halibuts are big.
They're
Halibut
big.
is
They're like
really
maybe
big.
they're like 4 feet wide. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Again,
They just chopped off and
wide or long?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wide.
halibut are huge.
Wide.
Yeah, they're.
These
Yeah,
are
it's like those
these
sunfish.
are Dalnastrian halibut. They're 4 feet wide.
I was gonna say these are fantasy
So
halibut.
how
He's
long
correct.
is that then?
He's
It's like a very
correct.
oval
Like
line.
8 feet.
How many are in the bag? How big is this bag?
Like
It's
6.
bigger than Noose.
6 or 7.
That
Is it-
bag is bigger than Noose.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than
Oh.
Noose.
Oh fuck! That would have ruptured the bag of holding.
No.
Oh, well,
Magically, it didn't though. The bag is almost
Noose would have carried
light.
it. Yeah, Noose would have carried it because
it's a
he's
bag
just
of fish
that
in a bag of holding. It's a bag
He's-
of holding.
no,
of
no.
fish.
Noose would have carried that whole damn bag of fish because he's just that dedicated as, first mate, right? Because no one's been chosen yet.
No, I think that's
You know-
Eclipse.
Oh, god
I
damn
think
it.
I've finally taken the title of first mate officially. Sorry.
I don't know when that happened, but okay. No,
I mean-
I'm fine with it.
I mean, I kind of told the kids already that I was the first mate, and so it's kind of, I guess it's official now.
Yeah, you claim it, you name it.
I'm in Pyrus, right? So,
Yeah.
and Noose reaches in, shows more of his value as a person, and presents Rainstorm's gold lockbox. And he cracks that shit open. And hey, so see this gold lockbox? Don't know how much it's worth, but hold on a sec. Let me appraise it. Justin,
Hey, what's up?
how much is this gold lockbox worth?
150 gold pieces.
Holy shit! Okay. Oh wait, this gold lockbox, 150 gold pieces. Inside we have, what is this? Hold on a sec. Give me a minute. And he turns away from everybody and just kind of scans it over.
59, 58,
Uh,
57.
this is a ledger. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Give me a moment. What are the names on this ledger?
Names you don't recognize.
God damn it.
Maybe Ogden won't recognize the names?
Hey guys, so look at this. It looks like a lot of people went to this establishment. I don't recognize any of the names. But I mean, I guess Ogden is
Yeah,
kind of your deal.
I'll give it a look. I panic and look for my name first.
None of the names are familiar to you.
Yeah, I can honestly say not a single name on there is one that I know. Ooh.
A lot of the names are crossed out though, and beside it just says deceased.
This I guess this is not so much a client list as a hit list.
Oh, really? News eyes light up. What do we got there?
Well, let me just flip through this book and pick a name at random.
Here. And News hands him a magnifying glass.
Squim Templeton.
Sure. Deceased, owing of 100,000 gold. Decapitated and fed to sharps.
Yeah, it's very. You know what I love about this ledger? Very descriptive. Very descriptive. Decapitated and thrown to sharks. You know, he could have just written. You know what? I'll tell you this. Didn't like him. Didn't like Rain. But I like his discipline. His organization. You know, it's so important.
How does someone come across a debt of 100,000 gold pieces?
Well, you know,
late fees. It's all late fees.
That certainly
it's all interest. It's just interest.
As
gambling usually has a part in it
as
well.
night falls, there's a peal of blue lightning across the sky.
Ash, I think it's for you.
And illuminated in the distance, on the horizon, it's a little dot.
Anybody have a spyglass?
Yeah, here.
News. What is it?
Oh, well, yeah.
You see a black spire that stretches upwards into the clouds and disappears. Around the peak of this spire is a massive storm. And even from the deck of the ship, without the spyglass, you guys can see the storm. And Ash, that storm looks really familiar to you.
Yep, I figured that would make sense. Well, that was a quick journey.
You
still have only traveled one day.
Yeah, one day. God damn.
How far away is it?
Just on the horizon.
News just throws a spell book at Ogden.
Yeah, about a couple miles.
Wow,
and then it disappears.
Huh.
And there's another peal of lightning. And it's about 300 feet away now. In the water.
Yeah. Just like the tower is like there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we stop the ship?
Probably.
All right,
At least turn.
Lom just running on the deck of the ship, picks up Grump and just throws Grump out of the way, almost off the ship. Picks up the anchor and just chucks the anchor into the ocean.
Are we in shallow enough water for that to hit bottom?
I guess.
Nope. The ship keeps going.
Lom, pick it back
Yeah,
up. I've got
one-handed. He just pulls the chain and pulls the thing.
I've got this totem here. We need to stop right now. I can only use this once.
All right,
No,
I'm
we
gonna
can-
go
we
up
can-
to the wheel and start like turning.
Yeah. Turn the
other
wheel.
side.
Bring up the sails so we're not catching wind anymore. Come on, team. We know how to stop the
Grump,
ship.
Gunner, and Lom are working on the sails. And as Lom pulls the sails, both Gunner and Grump are pulled off the ground by the ropes. Just because they're both one's a halfling and one's a goblin, so they're both just like. Whoop.
I want to help gather the mains,
Sure.
the whatever lines with Mage Hand to help me
Yeah,
gather.
Mage Hand from your ghost lantern comes flooring out, but it's a ghostly, creepy, dead hand, and it starts like helping with the sails, and eventually the ship stops about 20 feet in front of this spire that stretches thousands of feet up into the sky. And
During the commotion, Noose pockets a vial of Aquid
sure he does.
and
fine.
a 700 gold piece worth diamond.
Sure.
We might want to actually like rest before we go in because I'm still hurting from when we fought that captain.
Yeah.
Before this happens, though, I want to describe my scene.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yes. Very sorry.
Jutting out of the ocean about 1,000 feet up is a jagged tower of obsidian reaching towards the skies, the peak disappearing into the clouds. Dark storm clouds form around the peak of this monolith, and arcs of lightning flare across the sky. Loud, booming explosions of thunder that shake the bones in your skin, all of you. Ash, this is the storm, the exact storm that struck the day you were on Dawnbreak Cove with Dustin by the ash tree. The waves crash against the side of your ship, and a massive catastrophic storm seems to be brewing and setting in. Based on your visions, Noose and Ogden Boon, this is clearly the tower you saw where you had fought Ash on the peak, where he was adorned in the crown of the Stormfather. As for you, Ash, you feel a pull at your being. Something, or someone, wants you to step beyond those jagged black walls. So the walls, yeah, they're kind of like, there's like jagged outcrops of like spikes going all the way up. They're like, the spikes are like 10 feet long each and like 5 feet wide each. And you get the idea, the tower has found its destination.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go in there unrested.
Nope. No, certainly not.
Hey. And he points at Eclipse and Ogden. We need to have a talk.
Okay.
Bring it in.
Okay. I'm just gonna like look sideways at Ash and then go over to Noose.
Yeah. Yeah. What's? I mean, we're all here together. We're all in the circle together. What's?
No, is everyone but me, right?
Yes.
Ash is gonna see that.
Yeah. No. I haven't broken our circle yet.
Right.
Or did you?
Well, Ash is gonna, noticing that Noose specifically said everyone but him, he's gonna narrow his eyes for a second and then just nod and say,
Hey.
I'm going to go and get some rest.
He'll make the peace sign.
And then he walks off into Ash is gonna walk away into the captain's quarters.
Yep.
Noose, what's the deal, bud?
Number one, Ogden, I found this. It might be useful to you, and it's a spell book, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Awesome. Got it.
Do you have the spells written down of what are in it, Garrett?
Yes, it's
Okay,
Call Lightning, Thunderstep, Sleet Storm, and Snowlock Snowball Swarm.
Do I know any of those? Do I know Call Lightning? No,
I have it. I have it actually pinned in our chat.
Yeah.
So go to BTT group and look for the pinned messages, and it's the spell book. The spell book will have all of those spells. You probably don't need to worry about it now, but I just figured I'd establish it.
Yeah, you'd have to like pay. You have to like prescribe spells in and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
music is just
so. Based on Ogden and I's visions that we had in a hell of a trip, Ogden, you looking at me here?
Yeah, I got you. No, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, we had a hell of a trip, Eclipse, and we thought that we had to fight against Ash.
Well, we fought against friends before, but they weren't actually friends. They were in disguise.
Right, and they weren't actually Ash, because Ash is a fucking beast, and he could kill all of us.
Oh, yes. So let's hope it's not actually Ash.
I don't mean to pile on with potentially crew killing news. But apparently Ash is related to some sort of false deity.
Wait, what?
Let me get my book out. This is another book. Yeah. So the Stormfather. The Stormfather I was looking at.
Wait. I'm sorry, Ogden. I'm very sorry. Where'd you get that book?
Oh, I stole it.
Oh, dang, buddy. We're up top.
Pirate Fives. Oh,
There it is.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think Gorm's a reader. I don't think he's a reader, so I don't feel bad.
Can we continue with the conversation?
Yeah. Thank you.
Ash is related to a cult?
Well, not really a god. A false deity. His sole purpose is to manipulate people. Vernon Montsoza. I didn't want to say it around him because I think it has something to do with his trident, because he said it's called Stormcaller, and I thought it was maybe a weapon that calls storms, but I think it's actually a chain, like a lead weight on him, or I think it's holding him back more than lifting him up. I think his trident's trying to sap his life or take him over, or something. There's a lot of information.
More dingleberries.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So the trident is a dingleberry?
Yep. That's what it sounds like to me.
Writing down Ash has dingleberries.
We all
many
know.
dingleberries.
Everybody has dingleberries. You
Yeah, I
just
got
gotta
it.
find it.
You guys gotta pull your shit together or the dingleberries will take over.
That's a life lesson.
Remind me to tell you guys my favorite Star Trek joke later.
Great. Yeah.
At the break.
Perfect.
Um,
So OC. Justin, did I get that close?
Yeah, basically, Vernon
Okay.
Montsoza, ancestor of the Montsoza family, founded. Yeah, disappeared at sea. Nobody knew how.
Great. Cool.
well, that explains why we found this trident in, Ash's family crypt. He was an ancestor. That makes a lot more sense than, a random...
It wasn't the family crypt. It was the Temple of the Stormfather on Dalmaray Cove.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
That's a long time ago.
Mhm.
there's a crown. We've got to be careful because I have a note here in the book. As you can see, it says right here. It says, "Seek out the Obsidian Spire," and That's a note, not in Gorm's handwriting, not in my handwriting. Someone else was looking for this, so we need to tread lightly because we're following in a treasure seeker's path.
Wait, hold on. So if Ash gets a hold of this crown, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
But we're also trying to find the crown so that we can stop the resurrection.
Yeah, and the trident is the only thing that can destroy the crown, if I'm not mistaken. So we got a lot of balls in the air. And by the by, I think a noose, good move, but we've got to be careful about how we talk about this stuff around the trident, because I think it knows things.
Wait, the trident is sentient.
I mean,
What?
is it so hard to believe your sword fully talks?
You do have a point. If we can figure out how to break the curse on Ash's trident, it might help
Yeah.
with Durza.
Yeah.
But we need the trident to destroy the crown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a high wire act we are running here, folks.
And we don't have a net.
Nope.
Or rather, the net is on fire. Made of steel wire.
This net is on fire.
I'm singing. I'm trying to sleep in here.
Sorry, Cap.
There's another peal of lightning, this one almost striking the ship, and thunder, once again extremely loud, and a torrential downpour begins.
All right, well, who needs to rest?
I think all
I
of us
think we
do.
all do.
I feel like shit.
No, I just tranced for 4 hours, so I'm good, baby boy.
Alright, then you get to keep first watch.
That's what I was going to volunteer. I was going to volunteer for that. So I'll keep eyes peeled up here, and I'll go find Lom and Grump and see if we can all keep everything together while you guys try and rest up.
All right. Well, everybody goes to their separate rooms to bunk down for the night and attempt to figure out what is going on with this weird-looking tower. We're gonna go to our break.
Should I tell the Star Trek joke on stream or during the break?
I think on the stream. I think
Do it now.
people have deserved it.
Do it now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
So, forgive me, chat. All right. So, what do the Starship Enterprise and toilet paper have in common?
What?
They're both one-ply.
They both spend their time circling Uranus looking for Klingons.
And with
Oh,
that,
God.
we're going to our break.
Nailed it. Dingleberries.
was
is on
always
fire.
burning. since
Welcome
the
back,
light
everybody.
went in. Hello.
And my brain just froze.
The
You
obsidian
guys are all laying down for a long rest, which you all gain the benefit of.
Woo!
Ah.
Since I tranced, is it cool? I know we talked about it on the break. I was going to put a spell into the amulet that I have.
Sure, you can do that. What
Great.
spell are you tossing into it?
I'm going to toss greater invisibility into it.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that means if I have that guy in there, I can use a bonus action to cast it, and then I can still use concentration spells.
Yes.
Dope. That is cool as heck, and it doesn't use a spell slot.
It does not. If you put it in the amulet, it does not use a spell slot.
Oh boy, that is a cool thing I have now. Oh, that is awesome. That is very exciting.
But yeah.
Can I do something as well? It's kind of housekeeping.
Yes, everybody can do something.
So before the long rest, I just wanted to make sure that Noose did some of his old housekeeping stuff, which entails him sending Malin Grassbladel and giving him a brief update as to our situation. Pretty much saying, saved Ogden, killed a mummy lord, robbed a brothel ship, even though Noose doesn't know what brothel means. And pretty much asking for an update on Malin.
Everything's going good on my end. The Queen's still looking for you guys, wondering when you'll get to Red Dove Island to talk to her.
Oh shit, when is that due? I'll have to ask him before the next later.
Adding it to the list.
Two is like 3 weeks.
Okay, we got plenty of time.
Are they 7-day weeks?
They are in my world, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Just double
check. Also, I dropped some gifts off at the house the mansion you guys now own on Red Dove as well.
Right.
I will. Oh wait, I can't talk to him because it's one way and one way.
And that's the end of the message.
Noose plants that in his brain. Hopefully he doesn't die in this next encounter so that everybody knows.
And you all, Eclipse and Ash, you guys can do whatever you guys want to do before you make your way up to the top of the ship.
Ash is in his cabin, and he's going to sit at his desk for a minute and write out a note. That's what he's going to spend this time doing. At the end of this time, he leaves it on his desk with the deed to the mansion on top of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on his cabin before we leave. Captain?
Without opening the door, yes.
Do you mind if I come in?
Cover up the note and stow the deed in a drawer and say, come on in.
I open the door and step in. So you probably saw the three of us chatting last night. I'm not gonna...
Secrets.
I feel like you should know...
I don't think I should.
Just be careful. I guess.
A good captain is only a good captain if they trust their crew. And right now that's what I'm choosing to do. So whatever you are talking about, I don't need to know.
Ash,
Yes.
in your head, you hear destiny.
Well, I just wanted to say a captain's not a good captain if he's dead.
And I very much hope that I survive through this. So, and I'm trusting all of you to help with that. I understand that I can't do everything alone.
All right. Well, I think we're starting to prepare a little dinghy to get to shore.
All right.
So.
I'll be out in just a minute.
There is no shore.
To get to the spire or a dock or something.
There are no docks.
Fucking
So
smart
figure out
ass.
how to get into the tower.
Yes.
All right,
All
I'll
right.
be out in just a minute.
All right. And I leave.
Okay, I'll finish up writing.
There's another knock on the door.
Yes.
It's Kelwyn, the vampire. Dampier.
Yes.
And he's like, I'd like to show my worth. Who are you choosing among the crew to go on the tower? And who do you want to stay behind?
Probably our usual away team.
So, myself, Grump. Is that his
Mhm.
name? Lom.
Yes.
Lom. And Gunner.
Mm-hmm.
We can watch the ship for you very well, Captain.
I would appreciate
Have you
that,
seen
yes.
what I can do? And he turns into a bat.
Ah.
And turns back into himself.
How long can you do that for?
It acts like a polymorph spell. And I can do it at will.
Wow. All right. It would be very helpful if you were.
There it is.
It would be very helpful if you were up high while we're gone, keeping an eye out. Since you can do that, that would be a very good way for you to keep an eye out for things, either other ships approaching or us coming back out,
So you want me in the crow nest.
or perhaps above it, if that can
Above
be done.
it. I'll try not to get struck by lightning.
Yes, do that. Yeah, be careful. Also, this is an order that I'm going to give to you that I don't need you to share unless it comes up.
Alright. What is it?
In the event
In
That-
the event.
the crew returns to the ship without me,
Understood.
you are to tell the rest of the crew, if you see them coming back to the ship without me, from where you're going to be, tell the other three to get the ship ready to sail, and regardless of what the others say, sail away as fast as you can. Captain's orders.
Sounds good. And he polymorphs into a bat.
All right.
And
Show off.
it flies away.
It's cool.
Classic bat voice.
All right. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to finish up writing.
Okay. As you finish up writing, Eclipse had her chat with you. Eclipse, any possible last things you'd like to do?
I'm gonna just kneel down in front of the kids and say, all right. Now, we're going to leave the ship, but I want you guys to make sure that everyone stays alive until we get back. Do you think you can do that?
Of course!
Good. Now, here's a dagger. You stab people with the pointy end. Don't stab each other. But if things go wrong and monsters start attacking the ship, stab them with this.
Sounds good. We found some forks too.
Forks are good, knives are better.
Get him in the eyeball.
Yes. Also, if the ship comes under attack, feel free to raid Noose's surgery. I'm sure he has a lot of tools in there as well.
We were taught how to pick locks when we lived on the streets in Sylgur. I think we can manage.
Great. He's also about your height, so they should be
Oh,
fairly
he's
easy to reach.
he's the one that kind of smells?
Yes, he's the short little goblin.
You like him. He's funny.
Yes, he is. He's very funny. Right.
Okay,
So-
bye. Bye, Mom.
Oh my god! be a big sad.
You called her mom. Oh.
It's fine.
Bye,
it's
miss.
fine. Goodbye. I'll be back soon.
All right. And you all make your way to the top deck of the Void Maw.
All right.
I was wondering if I could find my familiar, if I could find it, if I could...
Oh, yeah, brother. And he's on your shoulder.
Yeah. And could I have a moment with you, Captain?
Yeah, sure. Everyone else is. Come on in.
I just wanted to let you know that sometimes it is it's the best part of a cactus casserole is that it's a surprise.
I agree.
And sometimes, you know, when a group of people get together and they care about someone, they have to discuss making that casserole without the surprise person.
Uh-huh.
Just for future references. And sometimes you get the best ingredients from family relatives.
All right.
You know, sometimes relatives you might not even remember being related to. They'll give you the best ingredients for your cactus casserole.
All right.
Just so you know, if you're ever in the market to make your own cactus casserole someday.
More lightning, a little bit more fierce this time.
But that's that's
Ogden. I think for now, whatever happens with the casseroles, I don't need to know.
Well, certainly, I'm sure we'll all get to try some delicious casserole soon. I just won't.
All right.
And the ship is like bobbing and weaving in the storm. Like, it is fierce. Grump is like puking his guts out in a barrel, just.
Noose is like, that's my boy.
It's so chunky.
Oh no!
Did he have some of that halibut?
He did. Anyways, crew of the Void Maw.
I rolled an 8 and a 1 for portent.
Excellent.
Ooh, those are good.
What are you guys doing? The tower is 20 feet in front of you. It's massive. It's like 300 feet radius, 1,000 feet high, and or higher as it goes up into the clouds, 1,000 feet and possibly higher.
I want to send Russ to look as far as he can. I think it's 120 flying feet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I want to send him. Just,
all
I
right.
guess that's 6 seconds. So
yeah.
It would take him what like 120.
Not long.
Like 15 seconds to fly the whole circumference.
He flies into the storm clouds, and I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep. That's not great. How's a 9?
A 9 is not great. You hear a peal of lightning and the sound of a bird squawking.
Oh no!
Take me instead!
Russ takes 19 points of lightning damage and just
Well, fuck.
gone.
Yep, he's gone.
Russ goes pop.
Well, fuck. Did I just cripple myself at the beginning of this goddamn fight? Fart. Sorry about all the cursing.
It's all right. It's all right.
I thought, what? Oh, God! Why isn't that vampire helping? Look.
You see a bat flying around like a 20 feet above the crow's nest.
Oh, now
Rock by lightning.
I am around.
Well, if you had asked,
I was trying to be helpful.
I appreciate that.
Man,
I mean, what's the price of trying to do that spell again? trying to get Chris back.
10 gold in 10 minutes, I believe, at least.
I'll let you do it. 10 gold in 10 minutes pass and Russ is back on your shoulder.
Oh, brother, I'm so sorry.
It's alright, brother.
Oh.
We're doing this for the cactus casserole.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I realize that no one else can hear him except for me.
Yeah.
You're cool as hell. Cool as hell.
Alright, guys. The tower looming in front of you. We'll
All right,
spire.
Let's do this. In the name of our patron saint, Leroy Jenkins.
When did that happen?
When did what happen?
A patron saint became Leroy Jenkins?
We're a D&D party. That happened the second we started playing.
Alright, yeah.
Looking at the tower, however, you do not see
I'm very
any
uncultured.
you do not see any windows or means of entrance. And climbing does not look like the ideal solution.
Wait. Ogden.
Yeah.
Did we get a hint in our vision on how to get into this thing?
Well, I don't know. Let me try something. Give me a second. There's a phrase. Let me see if this phrase works. Hold on. I'm looking for it. It involves at least every letter of the alphabet once. Give me a second. We're so
Quick
close.
brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Oh no, actually, that's a very good phrase. But this phrase is actually
Another peal of lightning.
Sphinx of black quartz, hear my vow.
yes, that's the one.
I love that one.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well, hey,
I
you
say-
can't blame a guy for trying. Captain Ash, so smart. Smart as a whip, this guy.
I've got a phrase for you. I take Stormcaller off my back and just point it at the wall and say, "Open up, you big old rainy bastard."
You see a glyph arc with lightning 300 feet down in the ocean.
I really hope that's the doorbell.
Does that mean we'll have to swim?
I could, though It might be faster if I go down and do it myself, although if there's trouble down there, I don't know if I'd want to be down there alone. We can all go, but it might be a little slow going, especially getting back up. What do you think?
Well, it seems our only way in.
Alright. Well, either way, I'm going to take Stormcaller, I'm going to tap it on the floor and give everybody water breathing.
Yep.
All right.
Excellent.
Onward and downwards.
Onward and downward.
All right. Ash will go to the edge of the boat and, like, backwards scuba
Okay.
fall
You
into the water.
fall into storm water, basically, like torrential ocean storm water. Just and it's rough current, but you have a swim speed, so you're acclimatizing to it. You guys watch as Ash just into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Noose definitely pulls up the hood of his mantaway cloak.
Yep.
Uses that. So he can keep up. Because Ash is fast as hell once he gets into water, and no
as
one
fast
else
as I am.
is.
I'm as fast as I am on foot, but, you know.
What are you guys doing, Eclipse and Ogden?
I'm just gonna, like, dive in swimmer style.
Brother, I don't know if I can breathe. Oh wait, water breathing. I can breathe underwater now.
Yeah, you might want to. God, I know you just had me cast it, but I could
Brother.
change it.
I know what you want me to do.
Do you want to change into an octopus instead?
Friends are already in the water, though.
You know what? We don't have the time for it.
I'll suffer. It's fine.
All right, get in here.
He goes into your clothes.
So feathery.
Yeah. All right. Another peal of lightning strikes the tower.
Yeah. All right. I'm. And then I plug my nose like a nerd.
Yep. I figured Ogden would plug his nose and jumps in. Noose, do you follow? You're still on the deck of the ship.
Oh, really?
Noose and Eclipse are still on the deck of the ship, yeah.
And you said he jumped in with the cloak of the manta ray.
Oh, I didn't hear him say he jumped in. Okay, Noose, you're in the water. Cool.
Noose stays behind and helps the person who's lagging the most.
Which is Eclipse.
And though it is the wet cat in the water, Noose is gonna give the pat on the butt to speed her up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
They're pushing you into the water.
Oh, I was already in the water.
Oh!
I dove in.
Okay.
Little kitten. So Noose is like, alright, I'm gonna be in the back, I'm gonna bring up the wheel, and I'm gonna help out everybody else to move a little bit faster. Because Noose has let's see here. He has a 60-foot move speed.
With swimming, yeah, because the cloak of the manta ray.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's faster than
double.
me.
Yeah, that's double his walking speed. So he's gonna bring one other person up to 30 feet speed. He's gonna take his half speed hit and keep it, keep it straight up in that regard.
All right.
If needed, he will transition between people in order to keep everybody, within, party range.
Okay.
So to speak.
All
right.
As you all do jump into the water, those that don't have a swimming speed are getting knocked around by the current a little bit. It's rough in here. Down below, though, it's also dark because of the storm, so visibility isn't that great. But 300 feet down on the surface of the tower, you see those glowing, arcane, kind of like inscriptions. You can't read it from here, but there's inscriptions 300 feet down on the face of the tower.
I'm just gonna try to swim as fast as I can. I'm gonna use my my Tabaxi swiftness speed thing. What is it? Feline agility.
Mm-hmm.
To double my movement for a round.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just every other round, just pausing and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the
Alright.
dog.
If that's the case, then Noose will stick with Ogden.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna help that doggy paddling son of a bitch to get himself moving.
All right.
Just feathers hitting me in the...
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're all swimming. You swim with 300 feet down. You can feel the water getting colder, the pressure increasing a little bit. But for those of you that have a swim speed, it's not affecting you as much as you'd expect it would. Eclipse and Ogden, you guys are having a more rough of a time swimming at this depth. But eventually, you guys approach a huge obsidian kind of surface with these runes glowing with blue lightning all across them. None of you can make out what these runes say.
I touch it.
As Ash touches the door, there's a surge of electricity that goes through his arm into Stormcaller. There's a radius of a flash of brilliant blue light. And upon touching the runes, you feel a brief electrical charge through your entire body, and no longer find yourselves outside the tower. Now you're floating inside what appears to have once been a foyer. Suits of armor are covered in barnacles and rust, formed by the ocean water you find yourself submerged in. It is otherworldly dark in here and eerily silent. You cannot see more than 30 feet in front of you, but you catch brief glimpses of small fish swimming by and the odd stray tendril of seaweed weaving back and forth. There's an open doorway that leads to a room to the north as well. You guys are all underwater.
Do we see any more of those runes?
You do not.
Okay.
But y'all are underwater, and there is no sign of air pockets or anything.
Oh, we're still underwater?
Yeah. But with water breathing, I'd say you guys could talk clearly.
Did you guys have any trouble reading that stuff out there like I did? Does anybody know what that was?
I couldn't read it.
Those were words?
I think they were words.
It all looked like jibber jabber to me.
It wasn't abyssal at all, right?
It wasn't what?
Abyssal?
It was not. It was nothing you guys could decipher, no.
Okay.
Well, if we run into any more language like that in the next hour, if you give me 10 minutes, I can crack it. If you give me 10 minutes, I can crack it for life, and I'll be able to comprehend it all.
Good to know.
But I don't know if we need. I don't know if we need to worry about that, right?
We'll see. Well, nothing around right now to read, so we should probably just keep moving.
Yeah, I agree, Cap. Let's. I got your 6.
What is the swimming order?
In 3 dimensions, we form a complete plane. We're all equal, just top, bottom, left, and right.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, Noose will be in the back. Noose will be in the back, and he's gonna pretty much anybody who's lagging behind, he's just gonna pat him on the ass and keep him moving.
All right.
I guess I'll be in the middle.
Okay.
I guess I'm in the middle then too.
Ash in front.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Barbarian, there it is.
All right.
Cleric in the back.
So you guys swim through that open doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Swimming through the open doorway, you find yourselves in another room about 40 feet across and 20 feet high. The floor of this room is littered with barnacles and small crabs scuttling about, and you realize the floor is littered with hundreds upon hundreds of waterlogged corpses. The corpses appear to be a mixture of humanoids and small sea creatures alike. To the north is a stone door that is slightly ajar, and on the eastern and western walls of this room are one stone door each, both of which are currently closed. The corpses seem to be covered in strange, tendril-like growths of seaweed, but as your eyes adjust to the darkness, and upon closer inspection, those tendrils look like long strands of flesh, or blinking eyeballs sit nestled at the tip.
Gross.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead bodies.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Kind of my specialty.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with them?
I can ask them how they died.
Something tells me that getting close to those might be a bad idea.
How's 10 feet?
Maybe. I remember we were the last time we were underwater for an extended period of time. There was the kelp or something that detached and tried to eat us.
Yeah.
A weird kind of algae. I mean, my feet were extra juicy at the time, so Ogden cut the burn of it. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not too nervous about the smells now. Can I tell you this? How much of the body do you need to talk to them? Just the head?
Just the head. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I can grab a head with my. I pick out big mage hand. I can grab a head and bring it to you if you want to talk to him.
The human head weighs 8 pounds.
Cannot do it then. I think
Does it?
I think mage hand can only do 5 pounds.
No, 10.
10. Okay, cool. Yep.
But it can attack or activate.
Nope, it cannot. Oh.
But it can do 10.
Yep.
So. All right, I'm gonna grab a random head.
As Mage Hand flies forward and touches one of these heads,
Yeah.
something stirs in the mass of bodies.
Oh, it's stirring.
And you guys see whatever was camouflaged within the bodies rises up from the mass, and you see a giant octopus. It is mutated, and its body is covered in wriggling human tongues.
Oh.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, guys, that's no good. That's no good, guys.
That's no fun.
That's no good. Oh, no. That's the worst. That's the worst. Noose got the worst.
Well, what'd Noose get?
Noose got a natural 1. What else does the worst?
Literally the worst, yeah.
So what did you get? What's your modifier, though?
+4.
So 5.
Yeah, that's a 5.
All right, Ash, what'd you get?
14.
14. Ogden.
12 for Ogden and 5 for Icarus.
Okay. And what did Eclipse get?
13.
13.
Are we using roll 20 at all or no?
We are not.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Nope. Alrighty, so what's Icarus's Dex modifier?
+1.
And Noose's is plus more.
4.
So Noose goes
So
first.
1 plus
Noose
4,
will go before
5.
Icarus. Yep. So Ash,
Mm-hmm.
there's a massive giant octopus covered in wriggling tongues. It's about 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and it has come up out of this mass of just weird bodies with eye stalks growing out of them. And this octopus is literally about 20 feet away from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's your turn.
Oh, I go for it. All right, let's start things off fun. I would like to swim over to it.
Yep.
I can hold Stormcaller in one hand. I just can't wield it in one hand, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I will have Stormcaller in one hand and Cold Snap in the other.
Sure.
I will be using Cold Snap, but that way I have Stormcallers in case I need to use it for anything.
Yep.
So I'm going to swim over to it. I'm going to rage, so he has to make a dexterity saving throw from the lightning.
Yeah, it does. 16.
That makes it. So he's going to take half, which is 1 point of lightning damage to get started.
This shocks through this giant octopus's tentacles. One of the one of the tongues kind of just like spasms a little bit because his body, you don't see octopus flesh. It's just covered in wriggling, wagging human tongues.
Grody. And then I'm going to stab it with Cold Snap.
Yeah.
Let me just... Okay, so it's... Okay. So, without expending any charges for anything, first attack is a 24.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Oh boy, I need more d4s. This doesn't need a dex save to do the extra damage.
Does not.
Alright. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 19, 21 damage on the first hit.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Excellent.
And then second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that is a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Oh boy.
Giant octopus. Not high AC.
Alright, so that's 1, 4, 8, 11, so I have 16, 18 damage on the second hit.
18 damage on the second hit. Ooh. Yeah, it's not looking great.
And then that's my turn.
Alright, Eclipse.
Alright. I'm going to swim into melee.
Mm-hmm.
Using both my action and bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna slice at one of the tentacles with the katana.
Okay.
At disadvantage because I'm underwater. Haha.
And
That's
also,
right.
you don't get sneak attack either because it's not a finesse weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're disadvantaged because you're underwater.
Yeah. Oh shit! That's not where I wanted you to
I think
go.
piercing weapons underwater are the only things that don't have disadvantage.
Correct.
Yeah, this is slashing. But that is a 21 to
That
hit.
hits. Roll damage.
Sweet.
Oh,
I'm using. Yeah, I rolled a 14 at disadvantage. So
Durza's katana.
Nice.
hell yeah. Thanks, Papa. Looking for my D. Where's my D10? And that is 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage. You cut off one of these tentacles, and it kind of just floats, and kind of as it's floating, one of the tongues, all the tongues of this one tentacle just all graze across Ash's face, leaving like inky blood across his face. There's just a cloud of weird blood on his face. Yeah. This octopus is, really not looking great.
Cool. And then I'm gonna use whatever movement I have left to just disengage.
Didn't you already use a bonus action to attack?
It's not really a disengage, but when I when I make
Correct.
a melee
That's
attack,
correct. Yeah,
a creature
swashbuckler.
can attack
Correct.
me.
Swashbuckler.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. All right.
God damn. It's a mobile feat, all in one.
Yep. Ogden, it's your turn, buddy. Wait. Yes.
I guess I'm gonna cast Mage Armor
Okay.
on myself,
Solid.
and I'm going to. It's 10 feet in front of me.
20.
20 feet. Okay. So I've already cast that as my
This
action.
music is so good.
It's great, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just hold my action and swim, or can I hold my movement
No.
and swim with? No,
No.
okay. They've swum forward. I'm gonna swim to the right,
Okay.
about 10 feet to the right,
All right. You swim 10 feet to the right.
and then I'm waiting, just
All right.
waiting.
The giant octopus's turn. It's gonna smack at Ash with its tentacles. That is probably not a 16 to hit,
Exactly my AC.
and it's gonna reach at 15 feet.
Wow.
Ash, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
So 6 points of bludgeoning
Yes.
damage.
and you are
That-
grappled
Oh, hello.
and considered restrained,
Oh, that's less good.
Mm.
and it is just squeezing you, just like. And that's its turn. So it's Noose's turn.
It says hiss. And hopefully, with Noose's speech impediment, that still activates the.
Yes. The Rattler gets coated in venom.
Wanted to make sure. And he's gonna make an attack on it.
Cool, make an attack roll. It is 20 feet away from you.
Hey, God damn it, my thing's too. It's a natural 20. God damn it, it was great.
So do you swim within range, though? It's 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
max damage plus roll damage on that thing.
Oh boy. So do you include the poison with that, or the acid damage with that?
Oh, wait. A whip is a slashing weapon, so it would be rolled with disadvantage because you're underwater.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Another natural 20.
Rip.
That'd be fantastic.
If
No.
only.
Natural 2
Plus.
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 Does not have
No.
proficiency in
Oh.
whips.
No.
So
Oh, that's right. You haven't-
mandatory.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Noose is just like, how does this shit work underwater?
It's
Yeah,
just a
a
really
whip
fast-
underwater is just like.
Do I like cast it like a fishing pole? How does this work? I don't quite get it,
Oh, that's
buddy.
funny.
This is weird. I don't know how whips work. Does this work? Ash, help me out. How does this work?
I honestly am not really sure. Oh, wait.
Martial proficiency.
I just checked. You have a swim speed right now, don't you?
Oh, wait, no disadvantage. Correct.
Yeah, swim speeds negate the disadvantage.
That's correct. Natural 20 works.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Max damage
Oh,
plus
shit,
roll
goddamn.
damage.
So as he's swimming by, he
again.
just swings it around his head. It's really good.
Helicopter whip.
Also, it's not all. Sorry, it's not all piercing weapons. The only ones that don't have disadvantage are a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Yep. And also ranged weapons, except for a certain type of except for crossbows. Longbows,
Crossbow-
I don't think work underwater at all.
Yeah, crossbow, net, or thrown weapons
Yep.
work.
So,
Either way, max damage plus roll damage on that whip.
including the acid damage?
Yeah, you're attuned to it.
Okay, that's
I know.
21 before rolling anything.
How do you want to do this?
Alright. It was just like, yes. All right. I don't know how whips work yet, but we'll give it a shot. Whoa! And he like launches the whip at this octopus type thing,
Mm-hmm.
and barely with any with barely any control on News's part, the head of this snake-like entity that is his whip goes and just like goes and hooks in two fangs, which happen to distribute just enough poison to take this thing out.
All right. As it happens, the octopus and the rest of those corpses dissolve into nothingness.
Oh, thank you, Noose. Oh,
Well, at least now we know how they died?
yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Another mystery solved by us, a wonderful crew of friends.
That's true. That's true, Ogden.
All right.
Let's
So,
find a way to some air.
there's a door to the north that's slightly ajar. There's a door on the left that's closed, and a door on the right that's closed.
Are we looking around? Can I look around for clues?
There are no clues. It's just water.
Great.
Water and stone.
Hey, Ash, do you think your trident could lead us in the correct direction?
I don't trust it.
I could certainly ask it.
Don't ask the trident. And Noose looks at Ogden.
I'd say our captain's going to lead us in the right way. And look at him and cover that. Cool.
All right. I guess I will put Cold Snap behind me, and I'm just gonna hold the trident in my hands and kind of just like let it float in the water, and see if it like turns in any one direction.
It just
That's a cool.
It just
Sorry,
floats.
that's
It just floats to the bottom.
Oh.
No, that's a cool ass callback to when he did that previously,
Yeah.
and it directed us where to go.
I think it actually didn't. I think I did it and nothing happened.
It
I
just
it
just floats to the bottom.
All right. Well, I don't. I like let it go above my hands.
Yeah, and then
catch
it just
I don't let
it doesn't do anything.
I got nothing. So I guess the door that's already open to save us some work.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I got my tools back from the kids, so.
The doors have no keyholes on them.
Yeah, I think they're made of stone.
They're made of
so I don't know
stone.
how.
Great.
We're just supposed to kick them open and
Mm.
hope for the best.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so, News. Yeah, let's go through the open door.
All right, you guys swim towards the open door, and you see a staircase that has been destroyed and lies in rubble just beyond the door. But you can see upwards about 100 feet where the stairs used to be, and the way upwards looks narrow and claustrophobic. Maybe about 5 feet wide.
So kind of pyramid, like, yeah.
Sure.
It's another pyramid! We never left!
We never left the pyramid.
How'd you guys know?
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, that's what you see beyond the northern door. And it's blackness, basically.
Anybody have anything that glows?
I can have. Hey, Russ, could you? I want him to like pop out. Just his tiny little head. Could you give us a look for 120 feet? See what you can see up there.
All right, I'm gonna swim like shit.
Oh no, I don't want you to swim. I want you to look from where we are, because I know you can see 120 feet.
Can't see shit.
Ah, damn it. Sorry, buddy. All right. Well, just stay here.
Yeah, I think it's magical.
It's a magical dark. That's awesome. Thank you for letting us know, buddy. I appreciate it.
And he like nuzzles back into your clothes.
That's adorable.
I can't make light with prestidigitation.
Correct. Right? Not the light that's no.
Yeah.
It requires the light.
Somebody does have a ghost lantern that emits magical light.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That's it. I suppose I mean, it's not gonna fuck with the flame.
It's a ghost that makes the light.
Not fire.
It is a ghost.
I thought it might be a radiant something.
It's a ghost.
Glow ghost.
So it's like an ethereal, like blue light that comes out of it.
So then I pull it out.
Looks spooky as shit under here.
Guess.
Ogden.
Yeah.
It's how do you light that? Is that like a special thing that I didn't know about?
Yeah, this is a ghost lantern. So don't turn undead with it. Don't fuck with this. Okay, bud?
Ooh, that's very good to know, because if I would have done that...
Yeah, the lantern would be done.
That's very good to know.
Please don't mess with this. It's my rainy day save 'em ups.
So,
swimming.
You pull out the lantern. Are you guys swimming upwards? Checking out the other two doors? What are you guys doing?
Go up?
Yeah, Captain, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think, because you said the staircase is shattered, but it's dark, but we can still...
Swim upwards.
Oh. Yeah, all right. Ogden, you want to... Either you can swim close to the front, or I can carry the lantern. Your choice.
Hey, if you feel like you got a good... You know what? I'll swim next to you. Is that cool?
All right, come on up.
I'll do my best.
You guys slowly swim upwards. It's a 5-foot wide ascent.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can't swim side by side.
Oh, I was gonna say I might just like just butterfly kicking next to him.
Doggy paddles.
Just
one arm doggy paddle while you hold out the lantern.
You guys eventually get to the top of this ascent. And as you swim upwards, a blinking, ethereal purple light catches your gaze from above. As you draw closer, you see an oil lamp post embedded into the floor of this landing, still flooded by water, emitting that strange purple light. Gathered around the lamp post appear to be 4 skeletons made of gold, reaching their hands upwards for the lantern. It shines for about 20 feet outwards before darkness takes hold again. From here, you can see a passageway stretching ahead into darkness.
That's the only other route in this room
that you can see.
Ogden, do you mind doing a lap just to see if there's anywhere else out of this room?
Oh, hell no. I'll take a lap. So I search the room.
All right.
Noose would like to hold his action for a bless spell in case anything super dangerous happens when he does that.
Yep. Ogden.
Yeah, and then
you see an open doorway on the left side, and a light kind of piercing from behind it.
Ways left. Is anyone else curious about?
There's also a dark passageway that went ahead of the lamp that you guys would have seen. But after your lap, you would have seen there's also a doorway that was hidden in darkness that is open.
on the left.
Yes.
So we have a hidden doorway to the left, and we got the path in front of us, and we got this beautiful violet light, and it's curious. It's curious.
And Ogden, when you got close, you swear you could hear like whispers that were like undecipherable. Just
oh boy. You know what I should have done? I should have cast a spell to help me understand languages.
Oh, you get the idea. Even with comprehend languages, you wouldn't understand what they're saying. It's just like literally undecipherable, not language.
Decidedly destined to make you mad.
Oh yeah.
Crazy talk, so to speak.
So, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, Cap, it's up to you. We can take the secret left door, or we can move on as the path goes.
The secret left door, that's the one like past that weird lantern with the gold skeletons reaching towards it, right?
Both passages are. The northern passage goes beyond the lantern, and so does the door on the left.
Can someone magically inclined take a look at that lantern from a safe distance and see what the deal is with it? Because clearly something's going on here.
Oh, Cap, I'll go in and check it out.
All right, safe distance.
Wait, so the lantern isn't in anywhere? It's in the middle of this landing that you guys have come up to.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have to pass by it.
You can easily swim around it.
Okay.
Make a wide breadth around it.
I'm still kind of curious. If Ogden can surmise what it is for safe distance, that'd be great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I've got just one stipulation. I have, frankly, I'm sorely lacking in discipline. So if you could hold about 20 feet of rope, I'll tie it around myself, and it'll just snap me back 5 feet away from it. Just hold that taut, so you can pull me back just in case.
All right. I'll take the other side.
Great. I've got horrible discipline, so you can protect me in that way. Thank you.
You know, it's really nice to admit your flaws. Like,
hey, I'm growing every day.
I will say that the lantern that is
very fresh.
That is on the lamppost isn't fully connected. It's kind of just floating there in the current, but not moving at all, like suspended.
It's so cool. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's creepy as fuck. That's the vibe everyone could get just by looking at it.
Is there a way I can hold up my lamp or my lantern and look at that lantern and see if I can?
They're vastly different. The purple lantern is covered in coiling tentacles, and looking at those tentacles, they look to be moving a little bit. You get an immediate like, nah. You can give me actually, you know what? Give me a wisdom check, just to see what you can suss out from that. You've explored tombs.
Whether you get a soft nope or a hard nope.
A soft nope is a possible maybe.
So what check was that? Was it a perception?
Just straight
check?
wisdom. Just straight wisdom. Straight whiz.
Okay.
Whiz.
Straight whiz. It's a 12.
You get a minor nope.
All right. I got a minor nope. I don't think we want to tangle with this. It looks like something you pull out of the drain when you leave. You don't do your cleaning enough. What are we trying to do? What else do you want to know about it? Do you want me to get in there and tangle with it?
No. I was wondering if it was going to attack, rise up and attack us just like the Octopus did, but
just to reiterate,
so we send Ogden in as bait?
There's no getting into anything because it is in the middle of an open landing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if when we swim around.
Yeah, I know what you guys mean. Yeah. And you all, at this point, based on like where you guys would be, you can kind of see, because of his lantern and that lantern, you can kind of see the doorway on the left with the purple light kind of glowing out of that door as well. And then the dark passage to the north. Behind the lantern. Or the light post.
So there's a similar light coming from the purple, or coming from the left door. So I figure if we're going left, let's go left and maybe go hang out with a different indigo light.
Seems reasonable enough for me.
Alright. You're gonna go check out that little room?
Yeah, oh no, I feel like I'm being drawn towards this light. Oh, you'll have to pull me in. Just a happy... This is fun. We have a good time.
Alright, so, checking out the door to the left or the passageway?
Cap?
So wait, the door to the right, one of these leads to just like a small room, and one of these actually leads onward?
Well, from the left, it looks like it's a room with light coming out of it. The passageway to the north is just pure more of this magical black, inky darkness.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the one with the light.
All right. So you guys, who is taking the lead on that?
Noose.
Okay, Noose.
Light with him. I don't know if that's important.
Sure. Noose, as you peek your head in.
Yeah. Can I do a stealth check before I
There's no need.
dig in? Okay. It's perfect.
You find yourself, you and Ogden and Boon, because you guys went with each other. Anybody else that went, find yourself staring at a swirling vortex of dark energy. You catch glimpses of purple shimmering lights and can hear the faintest of screams that are coming from beyond in those maddening whispers.
Hey, Ogden.
In the darkness, however,
That's not good.
these purple lights emanate forth like a bright beacon illuminating the flooded chamber all around you. The ground seems to be covered in sprouting flowers of various colors, and the walls seem to be breathing. You swear you can see the wall scratch an itch it might have had, but shake it off to the water messing with your perception of things. Ogden Boon, that book you read earlier about the planes in Grom's mansion, this portal, this rift, this vortex, looks very similar to a drawing that somebody had drawn in that book of a portal that leads to a place known as the Far Realm, where beholders, illithid, all those nightmare aberration creatures come from. And you would have discerned from that book that any creature that goes there loses its mind relatively quickly and becomes mutated as well. That said, those of you that looked into it need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That would be Noose. Oh, thank God. That wisdom, that's 3, 4, 24.
You're fine. You feel the voices,
right.
you feel those maddening whispers like, come into your mind, and you're just like, nope, and your ears kind of just go, nope.
Yeah. Noose feels the blinding indifference that is Pipshin, and shrugs that shit off because he felt it before.
Ogden Boon, you also would have been within the radius to look into it, so you need to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
22.
22. You're fine as well. Did anybody else look in?
Fuck yeah.
I guess the two of them went forward. I'm kind of in the back. Like, what is it? What's up there?
I think Eclipse has learned her lesson in looking into magical beings or events.
Yeah, so you get the idea that getting closer to that rift would be bad, and that you'd be pulled into the Far Realm if you got closer.
Yeah.
She's just like...
I've done my time.
No, yeah, it's that classical ideology of just like, you stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back.
And you kind of put Ogden, based on your readings, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together, and you can kind of discern that whatever that rift is, that vortex, is leading to what is causing all the weird mutations here. The flowers growing, the wall breathing and scratching its own itch, and the octopus that was covered in tongues.
Brody.
So you get the idea that being here too long might not be great.
So there's a nasty portal to the far realm that'll, it'll make you look grody like that octopus we just tangled with. So maybe we'll put a big red X on this door and
Yep.
There is no door; it's just an open doorway.
We're putting a metaphorical X on this door, and maybe some constable, do not cross this line tape, some constable tape,
Metaphorical tape.
I don't think we do, but I think we're the only ones in here, so I don't think we need to worry about it.
I've got like a bunch of vials and some bottles and a mending spell. We could totally make, we could break all those bottles and vials and make a mending spell that just kind of is like, hey, don't go here.
I think we'll just let everyone trust their own judgment if they want to be a messed up puppy. If they want to be a messed up, sort of gross monster or not. Shall we move on, everyone? Shall we?
I think so. I think that's a good idea.
Ash, you hear another voice in your head.
Mm.
Further destiny.
Yeah, let's keep going, everybody. I think that way is a good way to go.
Man,
Lead the way.
Don't get to use my mutation effect table. That's fine.
Yeah.
You could have had the chance for your entire body to break out covered in eyeballs.
Anyways,
you guys are going down the northern passage.
News is just thinking inside his head, eyeballs look cool. I like eyeballs.
As you guys start going down this passageway,
Spend so much money on contacts.
But not tongues. Tongues, they're just goddamn weird. I mean, come on now.
Can I do something wrong? Hold on. Nope, we're good. Hold on, sorry. The passageway extends for about 60 feet before coming straight to an open archway where a massive room sits beyond. You can't really see the room from here until you approach the archway, so what do you guys? You guys get to the archway, but you can't really see through the darkness, even with the lantern, to see what lies beyond in this massive opening.
Okay. Ogden, you still got that ghost light?
You know it. Shining 20 feet. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but there is a jingle in the background. Someone's plinking away on some on some strings that are really just setting the mood for me.
Nice.
And
I think it was 30 feet and then 30 feet
Yes,
dimly
correct.
beyond it. 60 feet. Yeah, we're good. Let get some. Just move it around.
Onwards,
all right,
upwards,
onward. Let's go.
behind, backwards.
Forward through the arch.
As you all drift through the archway,
And a step to the right.
you immediately take notice of a large forest of dead coral, as far as the eye can see, filling up this 600 by 600 square room. As you enter the archway, light seems to come into this room. You don't need... It's dim light, but you can make out shapes and things. And nestled in the middle of the coral forest is a large, opulent estate house that now seems to be in a state of disrepair and decay. The windows are all boarded up, but even from this distance you can see the front doors are wide open and inviting.
I'm gonna swim forward like maybe 50 feet ahead of everybody,
Sure.
and then just quietly say under my breath in the direction of the house, with a question mark at the end, Destiny? sure.
Forwards.
Is there anything? Does the house look like it's the direction of forwards?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I thought you asked for 4 words. Is it my destiny?
All right, folks. Let's see who lives underwater.
Sea monkeys.
Who lives in a manor house under the sea?
Blah 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 blah.
I was gonna say some Monstrosities.
Oh fuck!
All right,
Wow.
So that's so true.
so
Damn.
Lightning and thunderous are they?
you guys swim
The
towards.
Monstros.
You guys swim towards the front doors.
Mhm.
Harsh.
All right. As you approach the estate, you catch remnants of its former life. A large amount of tilled land now sits unused and vacant. Coral growth stretching upwards from the ground and creating deep craters into the abyss. Through the front doors of the estate, you can see a lengthy hallway that splits off into an open room with a set of stairs ascending upwards at the far end of this room. On the right side wall of the estate, outside, is a massive stained glass window that has become obscured with moss and grime, and a large astronomer's telescope lies rusted and derelict out of the window. The entire estate seems dead and far past its prime. Its only residents now appear to be the forests of long since dead coral. And that's the outside.
I'll go up to the front door.
They're open.
Oh.
They're already open.
Hello?
No answer.
Is there a doorbell anywhere that
There
we
is
can
not.
see?
Well, the doors are already open, so I think we're being invited in.
All right.
Yeah, but is there a welcome mat?
No.
It floated away.
It's floating in the distance.
Just plastered onto a distant wall.
What is the
Ooh,
plan?
two-way.
guys?
With 2-8, the welcome mat has sailed away.
Like sticks.
Like sticks.
Yeah, Cap, we'll follow you. It's up to you, Cap.
All right, I will swim in through the door.
The front door is inviting you inside. You find yourselves in a narrow stretch of hallway culminating with an open room at the end, almost like a foyer. The sound of people dining fills your ears as you enter this area. Ash, you immediately recognize this hallway and foyer as the entryway to your home, the Monstrosities estate. Plastered along the walls are portraits of one man, smiling in front of a massive vineyard on the coastal cliffs of Dawnbreak Cove. In front of the Monstrosities estate, scribbled into the portraits are the words Vernon Monstrosities. The man has shoulder-length brown hair, kind of a wispy goatee, curled mustache. He's wearing a long gray sleeveless kind of frock coat kind of getup. Underneath is a white silken dress shirt, complete with a kind of red cravat, black pants, and knee-high leather boots. And he's just sitting there smiling. And Ash, you know the name Vernon Monstrosities. One of your ancestors, the founder of the Monstrosities vineyard, the one who built the whole wine company for your family, the wine business. You know when he disappeared on the ocean, like, very fucking long time ago, trying to deliver wine to the various other continents, get it out there, but also that he formed a religion on Dawnbreak Cove. He built the Temple of the Stormfather, and he tried converting his descendants into the religion of which your brother Peter fell into. So you recognize the figure and the name.
Well, this is
News.
this is real strange.
I kind of want to be like look at Noose and Eclipse and be like, "Gah," without like giving anything away to Ash. Like I said, this is the name of the guy. I don't know how to explain to them. That's the name of the guy I said earlier. This is all happening.
Oh.
I wouldn't freak out too much as a person who sees the future and then it happens. But.
So, and the foyer is only just about 20 feet away. You can't see the table or anything, but it is 20 feet away. Ash, you know where everything is in this house.
I'm gonna swim over to Ogden. It's like, what did you say?
Sorry.
It's happening now?
Yeah, like I said, Vernon Monsosa. It says Vernon Monsosa. That's the Storm Father. Like he's the.
I can hear them, Ash.
But we don't know.
You don't hear that.
We don't know that. But
you can hear who?
Everyone. Every conversation you've had.
All right.
I know their thoughts.
So we're gonna kill the Stormfather, right? I mean that's the whole point, right?
And just laughing from the Stormcaller, and then silence.
What was that about hearing their thoughts? Ash is just over here, like, looking at standing for this portrait, talking to himself.
I know what they want to do. I know what this silly cactus casserole plan is.
You know what's that? You know everything about cactus casserole plans?
what is it? What is the cactus casserole, Ogden? What is he talking about?
Come,
King's X.
ascend to your destiny.
Where do I do that?
Forwards.
Hey guys, the voice in my head says I should go forwards to ascend to my destiny.
Oh wait, what is the cactus casserole?
It's a casserole. What more do you want from me?
You hear a voice coming from the dining room, though. Oh, Ash. I see you're home. It's been a while. It's dinner time. Come join the family. And it's the voice of Vernon Monsosa. Or, not Vernon, Manfred, sorry.
Ash.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Well, this is all a little weird, and my dad is here, and there's a voice in my head claiming that it can hear all of your conversations, so, you know.
I picked up on a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And I'm gonna tell you, we're your buddies. Charm person.
Legendary resistance.
I'm charming Ash.
I know you are. Legendary resistance.
Fuck.
Oh,
Right. That's good. Well played, buddy. Well played.
What are you talking about? I know you're my buddies. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Cap, if you're gonna go have dinner with what I'm assuming are ghosts, can you score us 3+1s?
I kind of hope that's not a ghost, because
Ash.
last time I checked, my father was alive.
It's dinner time. Bring your friends. We have lots of food to share.
Yeah,
I can hear other voices.
We're coming. Whatever this apparition is pretending to be my father, I'd like to find out what it is. Let's go.
We can play along.
All right.
I played along before.
Right.
Remember Wolfgang? That guy's fucking dead now. Let's go find out.
Yep.
As
And
you
your
guys exit the hallway, you find yourselves in the familiar setting, except for you, Ogden, because you have never been here before, of the Monsosa's dining room. The table is covered in an assortment of bizarre and horrific food, plates piled high with blinking eyeballs. The head of a bald gnome that is endlessly laughing hysterically like a bowl full of entrails, a disemboweled pig that has crabs living inside of it, and a plate of what can only be described as living hair.
We're still underwater at this point, right?
Correct.
Alright.
Sat around the table in their usual spots for dinner are Manfred, Ingrid, Katrin, Anna, and Peter Monsosa, all taking part in the large feast before them. Each of them appears slightly different, however, with barnacles growing from their skin and gills just below their jawline. Manfred, the father of the Monsosa family, turns to you all and gestures for you to join him for dinner. The other rooms you expect to find, Ash's bedroom, the other siblings' bedrooms, appear sealed off and inaccessible, just solid walls. Only the stairway going upwards is noticeable.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Ash. How you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Or Gerhardt, how you doing?
Doing pretty well. Might I ask what you're all doing on the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, just having dinner. Waiting for... Just waiting.
Right. Interesting.
I'd like to put some bonus action of Dragon's Breath into... Oh, no, it's only a minute long, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to be ready for that.
Right.
I'm just not... I haven't done it.
Come, sit down at the table.
All right.
You remember your upbringing, Ash. You don't want to be rude, do you?
No, I would not want to be rude.
Do you all sit at the table? Notice this food probably looks fine to you. Just throwing that out there. Eyeballs and a pig. Like a disemboweled entrails, whatever. Maybe not the hair, but...
I believe this passive insight is a fucking 17. So he's got his eye out on all this shit.
Yeah, I know. But, do you all sit at the table? You all take your seats at the table. You're still very much underwater.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ash, Gerhardt, whatever you call yourself nowadays.
Uh-huh.
Where's your shark friend? He was here last time with you. And so was that Ilyasin. What happened to your friends?
They're busy with some other stuff. They're doing other things.
Right, maybe going after their destinies as well, you could say.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Oh! The guest has arrived as well.
Guest.
And just phasing out of one of the walls. Another figure sits at the table that looks exactly like Ash. And sits down at the table and starts eating as well.
Hey there. Have we met?
I might be wrong on what he looks like. It's supposed to be Dustin Miller.
I'm just...
Oh, okay.
Things can look like other things. I'm
Okay.
Ash.
Okay. No response, just eating.
Right. You didn't by any chance kill my entire family, did you?
No response.
Okay. All right. Well,
So,
this is... Uh-huh.
one of them turns to Noose. How goes the worshipping?
Just runs up to him and casts inflict wounds.
Great. I need everybody to roll initiative as all of the Monstosa family turn into different creatures as the visage of Dustin Miller disappears. You guys all see these creatures with kind of wide open predator-like mouths and long tentacles dangling from their heads.
Yeah.
Can I have had a chance to activate the Dagger of Venom?
No.
No, it's too late. Oh.
As
Boy.
the Deep Scions attack. But yeah, News, you can do it and inflict wounds on one of them. Which one are you going after? The one who asked you the question, Manfred? Daddy Monstosa?
Of course. That was the one.
Okay. Gotta remember who's all here. Ingrid.
Crap, that didn't do it. Let me try that again.
And Peter, Deep Scion. Oh, this is bad. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And boop, 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 boop. Alrighty, yeah. Inflict wounds on Manfred.
On the one that went to attack him.
Yeah, Manfred.
Or the one that made the accusation.
Yeah.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll inflict wounds damage on Ash's daddy.
Yeah.
We'll say they're not
okay,
changing
so
their shape. They're all just, they look like Ash's family.
Yeah. So Noose is totally picking up on this shit. He knows all this shit is a fucking ruse. He looks at this guy. He hears the question, and he's just like, "I've had enough of this." 7, 7, 5. So 14 plus 5, 19 points of damage to that motherfucker.
Alright, Manfred Monsoza takes that much damage.
But Noose also, so just to coordinate, Noose would have moved his movement speed and is currently within 5 feet of this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
And I need everybody to roll initiative, please. I gotta roll initiative for 5 deep silence.
Eclipse rolled a 17.
Alright, don't. I'll ask because I have to make big notes. Big notes. Big notes. Ash gets to kill his family. It's so exciting. No, it's not. It's not your real family, Ash.
I figured.
Okay, just let you know.
Spoilers!
That's so mean. Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. They're deep scions. They changed.
But who knows?
Everybody knows.
They were deep sounds the whole time.
Everybody knows.
Ash's
Fucking
entire
Peter.
family are just deep scions. Ash, this is what
The
you truly
entire-
are.
His entire lineage is deep silence.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a deep scion.
Ash, what'd you get for initiative?
9
Ouch.
with advantage.
Eclipse. 17. That's right.
Yeah.
Ogden Boon.
16,
Icarus got.
a 9.
Okay, so Ash will probably go first.
Yeah,
Noose,
it's
what'd you get?
Youth rolled a fucking crazy ass 19 plus 4, so that's 23.
Oh, dang.
Alrighty, so gotta organize my numbers.
Who lives in a mansion that's under the sea?
Scion
Sosa.
Soza. Episode title.
Scion Sozas.
How do you spell it?
SCION.
Sosa? Now I'm thinking Sammy Sosa. Oh boy.
World's best baseball player. I don't know. I don't watch baseball.
I knew it was Sammy Shapiro.
I knew a Sammy Sosa. Real life.
Trying to help fill the
1, 2, 3.
gap with
4, 5,
useless
6.
things.
Correct. Cool. Noose, it's your turn, buddy. As you're right in front of Manfred Monsoza.
All right.
How do I
So
this bigger?
from Noose's perspective, he's got this guy right in front of him.
Sure.
How about the rest of everyone else?
They're all around the table, and the chairs are like 5 feet apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about his buddies?
Same. They're sitting in chairs. All around the table.
Huh?
They're all around, in chairs all around the table, so everyone's within like 20 feet.
The reason I ask is because Noose recently came across a certain substance called acrid that he would like to use on
Do I still have the notes for that?
some peeps.
Mm-hmm.
In order to not hit his friends, based on his previous experience with acrid.
It has a droplet has a radius of 10 feet.
Yeah.
A vial has a radius of 20.
He would have loaded it into his Bulgar tusk so he could administer it based via dart.
All right, I'll let you know this.
Yeah.
You'll want to roll really good on that, because if you roll bad, it's a volatile mixture. It might explode in your blowgun dart. Your blowgun.
So no one.
No one, basically. It's a natural one. Noose might go boom boom.
Yeah, no, all right. I've been
It's a
spectacular
20.
in this regard. You don't know.
It's a 5% chance.
You do not know of Melody Buford Forrester and his
No.
relationship with Natural One.
It's great. Melody.
Good thing Noose isn't Melody.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay. So who, in order to do maximum damage, who would Noose be hitting?
Well, Manfred's like in touching distance, right in front of you. His
Right,
gnarly
but then
barnacle
that would
face. Yeah, I
also
know.
hit Noose. So
Ideally, your best bet would probably be to like shoot it at the ceiling, like in the middle of the table, and pray your friends don't get hit.
well, then he won't do that. He's just gonna look at Manfred and cast. He's gonna do big fat whole person on him.
On Manfred.
On the big fucking honcho right in front of him.
And they have to be humanoids, right?
Yes.
Deep Silence are humanoids.
Oh wait, don't
Okay.
even worry about rolling that. I saw it going a very specific way.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. Manfred Monsoza.
That is it. Yeah, he only gets an 8.
He is
So
paralyzed. Just like...
And Noose will point at him and be like, this guy right here, big neon sign, I'll fucking hit his ass.
Alright. It's Peter Monsoza. Or anything else, News?
Bonus action. You can't do that. Bonus action, he's gonna disengage, separate a little bit.
Sure.
How much movement speed does he have? I know this turn has gone on.
Cloak of the Manor, you have 60. It's the start of
Okay.
your turn, yeah, you have 60.
Okay. So he will back up 35.
Okay, you back up 35 feet.
There it is.
Start of Peter's turn. He swims up on top of the table and makes 3 attacks against Ash. Right across from the table. 1 with his bite, 2 with his claws.
All right.
The first one is a 11 to hit for the bite.
No.
Nice. The first claw, that'll hit. 17 plus 6.
Yep.
You take 7 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And you're not raging.
Uh-huh.
Raging Cajun. He slashes at you with his claw one final time. And that is a 12 plus 6 to hit. 18.
Yes.
7 slashing damage again. Just right across your chest. Blood kind of soaks into the water. That's Peter's turn. Anna Monsoza swims up onto the table as well and goes right for Ogden Boon with a bite and 3 slashes. And you have mage armor up, correct?
I have mage armor.
Yep. The bite attack is a 15 to hit.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to use a shield.
All right. She goes to bite you, and your shield just your shield spell blocks it, and then 2 claw attacks. The first one is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that one hits.
You take 6 slashing damage.
With shield?
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, the
stays
shield
up.
is up. Oh yeah,
The
so
shield is up for the entire turn.
Oh,
And then another claw attack, just in case. 14. Nope. So, yeah, you're just like. No attacks land. Eclipse, it's your turn.
Alright, who is the closest Monsoza to me who is not Ash?
Anna and Peter, who are both up on the table, swimming.
Alright, I'm going to try to get between Anna and Peter
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of get separate Anna from the rest of the pack.
Yep.
And with my short sword and dagger, just stab her 2 times.
All right. It'll be with disadvantage. Or no, it's a piercing weapon. Correct.
Yeah, they're both piercing.
But yeah, that's right. You will get sneak attack then.
Oh, but that's a natural 3.
3 plus,
A 6? Yeah, 6.
so 9, and that
9
misses.
is not
And you're stabbing at who first?
Anna.
Yeah, you miss Anna.
They're both at Anna.
Okay,
But the second one is a 15.
that hits. Roll damage plus sneak attack.
All right. So it's a D4 plus 4D6.
Ash gets to watch his fake family die, possibly. Bye-bye.
3, 4. All right. So 2 plus. 4, 7, 12 plus 3 is 15 piercing damage.
Piercing. What, sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was only a dagger, and I rolled
that's
2
correct.
ones on
That's
sneak
correct.
attack.
Alright. Yeah, you stab Anna in the chest, and purplish blood kind of spurts out into the water. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna say, I thought you were one of the better Monstrosities. Turns out I was wrong.
Ouch.
Oh.
Ogden Boon.
How close is Noose to me?
He swam away like 30 feet, if I remember correctly, 35 feet?
He's 35 feet away from me?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, great. Okay. Never mind. I am going to... I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast a chromatic orb at Monsoza.
Which one?
The one that's held.
Oh, yeah, that'll be Manfred.
Actually, wait. Can I use a bonus action? I can use it prior to a turn.
What?
Yeah.
There's no order.
Action.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm going to bonus action greater invisibility from my amulet.
Yep.
On myself. And then I'm going to use chromatic orb on the frozen or the held Monsos.
Yeah, so it's with advantage, and since he's paralyzed, it should be. Oh, it's not a crit because it's not a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's only auto crit if you're within 5
Yeah,
feet,
that's right.
but he would have advantage.
Correct. You have advantage, but it's not a crit because it's you're not within 5 feet.
Great. How far away is he?
Like where you're sitting at the table, probably like 10 feet away.
He's only 10 feet away, and Noose is 35 feet away?
Yeah, Noose swam away.
Okay, I'm going to swim my 15 feet in Noose's direction, and then still target Manfred.
Alright, yeah, make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
Yes, roll damage. And what damage type is it, by the way, first?
That's going to be... What did we decide about lightning damage?
Oh, we're not doing that rule anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I broke it.
Yeah, it was pretty broken. Killed a Morkoth with it.
I guess acid damage then, maybe?
Alrighty. Yep, make an attack. Roll damage.
Great. And that's
On
D8.
poor Manfred. Yeah,
If it's not a crit if I'm not.
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. Oh, what a bummer that roll is. Ugh. All right. So 2, 6, 15 damage.
15?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, the chromatic orb of acid slams into Manfred's chest and burns his clothes away. And you just see a creepy, deep cyan-y, tentacly body underneath. And it's your turn, Ogden, because you are now greater invisibility. And bonus action, movement, yep.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Fuck yeah.
And if this is still
shit.
that same, if this is still that same round, I still have shield up.
Sure.
It's up for a whole round.
As that slams into Manfred, Ash, you hear a voice in your head and it says, "Ignore the false distractions." And Stormcaller surges with electricity, and sparks of lightning shoot out from it, and the deep scions are eradicated and turned to dust.
Yeah. I didn't do that. I appreciate it that it happened, but I didn't do it.
Who did?
That was a pretty bomb ass move, buddy.
Yeah, would have been great if I was the one that did it, but it just kind of did it on its own.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, you said all the scions disappeared?
They got disintegrated.
I didn't do that. It kind of just did it on its own.
Your trident did that.
Is this surprising?
This is looking directly in Ogden's eyes. Hold on.
I'm invisible. You can't see my eyes.
It's never disintegrated people before?
Yes, it has several times.
Wait. Out of character, remind me one.
Tides Moon, it blew up a ship.
Yep.
Tides Moon, it blew up a ship.
Yeah.
Before that, it was when I died for the first time, and it like incinerated everyone around me.
Yeah,
I think
all the Mind Flayer Hulks.
In the Tides Moon.
Yeah, and I think that one time that you forgot about some harpies, we ruled that it was. I think that might.
Oh yeah, because like my initiative tracker deleted all of the harpies. I'm like, I forgot their initiative order. They all just die.
Yeah, and I think that might have been the Trident too. Yeah, it's done this a few times. This isn't new.
All right, cool. None of which have I physically been here for.
Basically,
great.
No.
Cool.
But yeah, they all just turned to dust, and so does the vision of whatever the guest was, Dustin, and you're all just sort of floating there by yourselves again.
Oh, he's still there.
No, he's gone.
Oh, okay, he was gone too. Okay. So that was interesting.
Yeah, this is all kind of wrong, I think.
Well, I guess continuing forward. Which way is forward?
There's only a set of stairs going upwards, which usually leads to your family's like greenhouse room, where Noose almost got thrown out of by Wolfgang.
All right, Noose. I think we're underwater, so there's no risk of you getting hurled off a cliff up this way.
There was no risk in the first place. I killed his ass.
Well, true. Okay, all right. I was trying to make you comfortable, but
I've got a whole bunch of bits of him still right here, and he holds up a little vial.
All right. Some things I don't need to know. Some things I don't need to know, Noose. Thank you.
Why? I don't need to know why. Never mind.
Forward.
Let's go.
And I'm visible again.
After a minute.
Yay!
All right. So do you move towards the
Welcome
stairs?
back, Ogden.
Yep.
All right. As
Ash?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, Mr. DM.
It's fine. What were you gonna say?
Ash, Ogden, and I, we shared a vision of you being at the top of the spire and basically destroying all of us.
Lies.
I mean, you're pretty strong.
Lies.
Oh no, yeah, that's yeah, but we saw you really slay us. Like,
All right.
Really,
It's a great vision because, a follow Piption is super strong, so I mean, I can understand why you might want to, obliterate me because of the, the posterity of such an occasion, but still,
Oh my god. That's scary. Sorry about
really wouldn't like that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Ogden and I foresaw it through a vision with Piption, him through a vision of his arcane magics.
All right.
Just thought I'd let you know, considering this thing said in our heads that, Cactus Casserole didn't work, and Ogden shared that shit with me.
Yeah, if the cactus casserole isn't working, we can just
I'll keep all that in mind.
Also, we've got your back.
I'm sure you do.
Ogden moves all thumbs. We got this.
Wait, the cactus casserole was about this?
Lies. Destiny.
No one told her about the cactus casserole.
Forward.
Ash is just gonna go up the stairs.
Sure.
I follow. Yeah, I follow. I got him. I follow.
Yeah.
As you all
Right.
make your way up the stairs, you see
News
another landing.
News desperately explains cactus casserole to Eclipse.
Great. Now
Um,
that we're all on the same page.
As you guys reach the landing, you see a vortex of what appears to be boiling water at the top of the stairs. Nothing else.
See, cactus casserole is when, Ash's weapon becomes storm collar, not like calling upon a storm, but like a leash collar.
Hey,
But-
Ash, what are you doing?
Holy shit! There's like stuff on the floor.
I stick my hand slowly into it and see what happens.
It is harmless. But your hand
Yeah.
disappears.
I'm gonna then, feeling it's harmless, just gonna pass into it.
Alright, you pass through.
Oh, that's not good.
Why? Why? Do you want to live forever? Boom. I got
Ogden
it.
goes through. Vanishes.
I don't. Noose, what do you think? For once, I think you're the only sane person in the room.
I'm trying to give you some information, but let's hold hands and go through because our best buddies are on the other side.
Can I reach back and grab him?
You cannot reach through the other side.
Oh,
Eclipse,
all right.
I just filed my toes down, so they're a little bit more appetizing now.
This is your foot?
Yep.
Okay. And we both go in at the same time.
The boiling water touches your skin, and where you expect to be scalded, you feel a cool, soothing sensation, and feel as you're pulled through this tight space and deposited into another. You're still submerged in water, but standing before you now is a large obsidian statue of the man you saw in the portraits downstairs, Vernon Monsoza, but covered in barnacles and flailing eldritch-like tentacles flailing from his back. In his hands, he's holding the storm collar, the exact trident Ash has on his person, and nestled on the head of the statue is a crown made of driftwood and petrified coral, the crown of the Stormfather. 2 large gems sit in the eye sockets of the statue, glimmering in the water like distant stars. The left gem is a ruby, and the right eye is an emerald. Beyond this small room is a pair of obsidian double doors that are scraping the height of this 20-foot ceiling. Inlaid into the doors, you see a round, circular indentation.
Is the crown person-sized or is it giant statue-sized?
Giant statue-sized.
Okay. I get the feeling that's not the real deal.
It's part of the statue, like, into it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Does the circle in the door look about the same size as that crown or smaller?
It looks much smaller, almost eyeball-sized.
Okay.
So this is the cactus casserole?
Oh, they said the 2 eyes were ruby and emerald?
Yes.
All right. All right, guys, what do you think? Which one,
Ash,
yes.
as you're looking at the statue, though, you see words on the statue. None of your friends can decipher it from what you can tell. They're looking at it. It's weird. However, you can read it plain as day. And it says, "My descendant will open the way, for the shade of our heirloom is the key."
All right. Then I will swim up and put my hand on the emerald.
You pop it out.
Mm-hmm.
You have it in your hand. And the door
Oh.
opens.
Oh, I don't even have to put
No.
it in. I just need to take
No.
it out? Okay. All right. Shall we continue?
Hey, Cap, like I said, we got your back.
All right. Let's
You guys
go.
push forward.
Mm-hmm.
Your senses are overwhelmed by darkness once more as those doors open. And you see a long passage stretching once more into the abyss of water. A strange, wet, sloshing sound fills your ears from the darkness. It's like...
Might be an air pocket. Oh, I'll take the big emerald and toss it back to Noose.
It vanishes.
Oh.
And the doors slam shut.
News just says, "God damn it!"
Is it back up on the statue?
Yes.
Oh, have we gone through the doors yet, or is it still...
You guys have not gone through the doors yet.
All right, I swim back up and I grab it again.
Hmm.
All right, I guess I need to hang on to this then.
Or at least someone does.
Yeah, well, I think I do, because I tried to give it to Noose, and it...
Well, you threw it, so...
True. I don't feel like experimenting, though, so I'll just hang on to it.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
And the passage, once again, opens up again.
All right, let's go.
All right, you guys enter the passage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10-foot wide, 10-foot tall passage. And you cannot see anything. But with Ogden's lantern, however, you guys see what looks like tentacles growing out of the walls. And the tentacles the same stone texture of the walls. And they're just like slapping around blindly and aimlessly.
News will cast Warding Bond on Ogden Boon.
Alright. Don't know what that does, but okay.
DM. So, DM, just an update. Sorry. Both Noose and Ogden are wearing matching rings. We're engaged. It's official. The spell wards a willing creature you touch and creates a mystic connection between you and the target until the spell ends. The target is within 60 feet of you. It gains +1 to AC and saving throws. It has resistance to all damage.
Cool.
Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. So that means that anytime there's damage done to Ogden Boon, Noose takes... It's split in half, and Noose takes that other half.
Alright. Cool. And you all see the flailing tentacles. They're long and thick.
I'm going to activate my Dagger of Venom.
Okay. And they're just flailing on. They're growing onto the walls. Like, you can see it. You can swim through there and not basically get hit by any tentacles.
Okay. How wide did you say the hallway was?
10 by 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just start swimming.
Stealth
through
check
the
as you
center
swim
of it.
through.
Oh, we're being stealthy.
Oh.
No, you're not. You're just going to see if you don't get detected by one of these tentacles. That's how I'm going to roll like a dexterity check.
that's
stealth
trying
wise.
to avoid them.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, wait, so sorry. Swimming through the middle does not guarantee avoidance.
Correct.
Okay, in that case, I thought it did. In that case, before going in...
You have advantage also because you can see them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say...
Oh, wait, it's stealth. Never mind, it's stealth, not a saving throw. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
I'm going to swim down at the beginning of the hallway.
Yep.
Level the Stormcaller with the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let loose the lightning bolt just along the bottom of the tunnel.
You see, before you even do that, the tentacles kind of look at the Stormcaller, and they all six get sucked back into the wall and disappear.
Alright, Well, that worked.
Guys,
great work, Cap.
Stick close to Ash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will brandish it in front of me as I swim forward.
Alright.
Everyone hangs onto his lapels.
As you guys make your way forward down this passageway, leaving the strangeness behind you for now, you come free of the darkness and find yourself standing in a room that appears empty, aside from a strange set of markings on the ceiling, similar to the markings that you saw before you entered the tower. They're pulsating with a dim, blue, electric light.
I think that's the onwards and upwards, folks.
Where's the crown? We gotta find that crown. We have to destroy it.
Probably
hide it.
Through there.
Yeah, I got your back, Cap. Let's do it.
Alright. I'm gonna swim up to the glyphs and touch it.
Ash, you feel a surge of electricity race through your being as you're pulled through this gateway, your friends being left behind. And you feel the fresh air and the cool breeze of the ongoing storm. As your eyes adjust, you see yourself standing at the peak of the storm tower, a good 1,000 feet above the ocean and right in the middle of these monstrous storm clouds. The clouds are massive, and the storm is very reminiscent of the fateful day on Dawnbreak Cove when you and Dustin stood by the ash tree. The very day where Gerhardt Monsoza died and Ash was born. You feel goosebumps tear across your entire body. This place feels familiar, almost like a second home to you for a reason you can't quite understand or comprehend. With another flare of lightning... Oh, I lost my spot. Sorry. With another flare of lightning and crash of thunder so loud, you feel your bones rattle inside your skin. You see it. Sitting on a pedestal in the middle of this spire is a small crown made of driftwood and petrified coral, just sitting there alone. You feel a slight tingling emanating from Stormcaller, and for some reason, a desire. A desire to reach out and have all your questions answered. Ash, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'll let you guys know right now, this is not the first wisdom saving throw I've been making tonight.
Nope.
Oh.
And I have not been rolling well. That is... What's my wisdom bonus?
Oh god, that's not a good sign.
That's not good.
+0. Oh. Lucky number 7.
Ooh.
Excellent. You take a few steps forward. And as you do so, there's another brilliant peal of lightning. This time, the fork of lightning striking into the crown, and you feel a wave of warmth wash over you, and a bright light explodes forth from the crown. But you do not shield your eyes, for this is destiny. As the light fades, standing before you is a figure that is familiar, yet unknown. The figure almost matches the real you in height, with the same characteristics of the Monsoza family in their appearance. They have wavy brown hair that touches the shoulders, but the hair is filled with swelling barnacles that seem to drip with salt water. They're wearing a tattered frock coat, the same from the picture that you saw in the hallway, that is covered with clumps of seaweed and long since petrified starfish and skeletons of long dead fish. Their skin is gray and devoid of life, but that familial feel makes you feel somewhat at ease, comfortable, and the crown that had been displayed before you now nestled comfortably on their head. You recognize the figure as Vernon Monsoza, one of your ancestors. He smiles at you, his gray lips cracking, and from it you notice trickles of ocean water continuously dripping from inside his mouth and dribbling down his front.
Ooh.
Gerhardt, it's so nice to finally lay these eyes upon you. He smiles, and again you feel comfortable. You're not compelled to do anything, but listen. He waits for a response, looking right into your eyes, and you feel like he too is sensing the connection for the first time.
I suppose it would take too long to list all the greats before how many times removed great-grandfather of mine you are.
Indeed. And speaking of family, I am so honored that the bloodline has been preserved and become so strong in the years I've been away. You are quite the gift, aren't you? Tell me, how does it feel to be around those so far below you in their capabilities? Do you ever feel like they're holding you back from your true potential? As he's speaking, he's just pacing back and forth, left and right, not coming any closer to you. You get the sense he's enjoying being able to speak to someone, from what you gather, for the first time in a very long while.
I wouldn't say they hold me back, no.
It's wise to surround yourself with strong friends, then. I have done the same. But now they're all dead, unfortunately. You have touched one of the disciples, I see.
I I have disciples? What?
He laughs for a little bit. I must applaud you, though. You have done something the rest of the family had failed for generations. Be released my master, Iog.
I don't remember releasing anyone's... Well, the only thing I've released is the only thing I've released is the thing the world-ending monster that we're trying to kill.
He nods. The name is Iog. His true name. And I am forever grateful.
I thought that you were the key to killing him.
No. He must renew the world with water, a cleansing. And I am forever grateful, as it has made it possible for the impossible to be within reach. Once sealed away entities are awaking once more. The Mother of Dragons stirs beneath the continent of Felrinthis. He stares up at the sky and smiles, more of that water pouring from between his lips. Isn't it wonderful? The weather. Just like the day I pushed you down this path and led you towards the destiny that has brought you here.
You did that.
Yes. He turns his gaze back towards you. Do you miss Dustin?
Yes. More than anything else.
Do you miss Wolfgang before he was corrupted by that necrotic stain, Roman?
Honestly? No.
Fair.
Same.
Fair. I can help you gain dominion and power over death itself. You have seen my powers. I alone saved you from that illithid. I alone have gifted you with the weapon you have so brilliantly mastered and used, but not to its fullest potential. I can help you there. He finally starts to step closer to you. He stops as he's about 5 feet in front of you. The smell of brine and ocean itself is strong on him. My heart is racing. Take my crown, wear it upon your head, and ascend into the weapon you are born to become. Your friends will leave here very much alive. And Iog will owe you a great debt, anything you could desire and more. You will never die, and those you love will see an eternity no longer filled with sickness, with death, with decay. These are the faults of being mortal. You can bring Dustin back with just a snap of your fingers. You will become a god. Decline, and your friends below will die with but a snap of these fingers. And I will trap you here for an eternity until madness takes you, and you have no choice but to accept. He extends a hand towards you. What say you?
You said I'll get the power of a god.
Yes.
Dustin can come back.
Dustin can come back, as he was the day you lost him.
And a god?
And a god.
A god can do all sorts of things.
A god can destroy things that are unkillable.
A god could kill another god.
A god could easily kill another god, Gerhardt.
That would certainly be something worth remembering.
Yes.
That would be a worthy challenge, is what that would be.
Yes.
You know, that day when I died,
Yes.
thinking back on it, now that I know the whole story, I blame my father for why it was.
Manfred was weak.
Pretended he didn't know. Pretended I wasn't his. That's why the next 2 years were such hell.
His death wasn't painless.
He's dead then.
By Dustin's hands. Well, in a sort. you can end the corruption with him. Bring him back to the way he was the day when you last met him or saw him. Renew him.
The only bad thing about that day was his death.
And rebirth is always almost a cleansing in of itself.
Oh, it is. That was that day when I was struck. Oh, I was reborn, all right. I was brought awake. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna reach forward for the crown.
Like, oh, his hand. He's not holding. He has the crown on his head. He's holding on his hand.
Oh, okay.
So
I reach up for it.
Okay. No, you don't. You guys are underneath the tower still in another room.
Okay.
As you take the crown, you feel a surge of electricity course through the entirety of your being. You feel far more alive than you have ever felt. You watch as the Stormfather lifts the crown off his own head, his body starting to wither and decay before your eyes. He places the crown above your head, and as he does so, you feel your hair stand up on end, surging with static electricity. At this moment, the rest of your friends are teleported onto the tower 40 feet away from you, and you all watch as the crown is placed on Ash's head, the figure turning to give you all a sly smirk before it crumbles into dust. You watch as Ash's veins glow blue with electricity, and the storm swirling far above becomes far more potent and chaotic. The rain is coming down in torrents, and the thunder is shaking the tower through to its core. Ash turns to you all, and his eyes are just two solitary pits of inky black darkness, with the smallest of flecks of lightning arcing through them like veins. He smiles at you, just as a bolt of lightning slams into his being, a bright, brilliant flash of blue cascading across the entirety of the tower, invisible for what you can only guess is miles upon miles. When the light fades, the rest of you are alone, and where Ash stood is just smoke rising from the lightning strike, billowing up towards the clouds. And that is where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Nice.
There was another option in case Ash did not accept. I figured he would have declined, but I had...
Ash is a power-hungry bastard.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So this is how the prophecy unfolds. To a T. To a T.
We didn't fight him.
Some
We
of
didn't
us,
have to fight him.
I was gonna use a Porton as a goof, because I have one. I thought, oh, he critically fails putting the crown on his head.
He drops it and it shatters.
Oh no!
Man, my heart is just like...
Oh, fuck. So...
Just so everybody knows.
Find Ash to the list.
Don't tell us anything, Justin.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
you're
I'm not
about
going
to
to
say
spoil
something.
details. I'm just saying.
Don't say it.
I did talk to Sam about this, just so it wasn't just a sudden like dropping on his head.
No. I saw that you gave him a choice. And I saw that Sam was just like, hey, put that bling on my face.
But
Put that bling.
where
on
the
my
fuck
face.
is this gonna go next week?
And how are we getting down without Ash to give us water breathing?
Well, water breathing lasts for 24 hours.
Okay, cool.
And also,
And it's a 1,000-foot drop.
Monsieur Ogden Boon knows how to give water breathing.
yeah, I got a water
Yeah.
breathing spell.
There is no way
Cool.
back into the tower.
Oh.
A lot of rope.
But thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for enjoying my favorite cliffhanger. The other cliffhanger would have been good too, but this one is great. I'm I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen now. What's gonna happen next? What you guys are gonna do? Ash has given me, or Sam has given me some fun stuff to read over and get ready to plan for next week.
Is Sam gonna bring a new character next week? We don't know.
But thanks for watching, everybody, and I guess love your family. Look what they can do for you.
Help you ascend to godhood.
Good night. And with that, good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for Curse of Strahd.
Super dumb decisions.
Oh, no.
Bye-bye, everyone.
That's what I'm here for.